I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Hello. For the record, well, not for the record, just for your information, so that we're all on the same page. I anticipate there's going to be a lot of industrial language tonight because, well, frankly, I want to start off by saying fuck Michael Oliver, fuck PGMOL, fuck VAR, and fuck all of the fans who keep telling us that they're just following the letter of the law. I am sick to the back teeth of seeing red cards I've never seen before. Declan Rice getting sent off for tapping the ball a couple of inches, where apparently no one gets a yellow card for that anymore. I saw Martinelli, this same prick of a referee, send Martinelli off for 2 yellow cards in the same movement, like in the same actions. Never happened before or since. Tomiyasu getting sent off because another player had held on the ball too long. What about Trossard getting sent off against City? What about Michael Oliver has now refereed 47 Manchester City games and never sent anyone off? Are we this filthy a team that we would expect to have seen 4 red cards this season? So frankly, I'm done with the conversations. As far as I can see at this point, there's only one further question to be answered, and that is Michael Oliver completely and irretrievably stupid? Or is he corrupt? And I'm not saying I think he's corrupt. I'm not saying it seems unequivocally true that he is corrupt. I'm not saying that. I'm asking the question. I'm leaving it up to you. But the fact that he got paid £20,000 a day by the owners of Manchester City to referee matches, could that constitute conflict of interests? The fact that Doku can leave his studs in McAllister's chest and not give away penalty in the area because he kind of touched the ball. I mean, how the fuck are we putting up with this week in, week out? This doesn't happen anywhere else. I thought Arteta handled it really well, and I also want to say that going down to 10 men so far this season has been a curse. When Declan Rice was sent off for touching the football a couple of inches against Brighton, it cost us 2 points. I don't think you can put Saliba sending off against Bournemouth in the same bracket because, frankly, that was a 50-50. Some people would have sent him off. He was technically the last man, even if Ben White might have recovered. So leaving that one aside, Trossard getting sent off a second after the referee blows his whistle because it's delaying the start of a game in a game that had 9 minutes added to it anyway. The sendings off this season have been debatable to some degree, but this one today is farcical. It's ridiculous, and all I can say is, thankfully, we got the win out of today. I think partly down to Wolves not being quite good enough, and Calafiori knows how to party. So, lots to talk about. I've had my 5-minute rant. Let's go straight to the comments to see who's about. Oliver is a ghost employee for Man City. Yep, absolutely true. I might have calmed down by 10. This was a message left at 7:30. Hopefully you have calmed down somewhat, but maybe not too much, because I think it's all right to be pissed off when you have to deal with this. Evening, Dan. Evening, Zanzi. Great to see you here. Evening, Miss Molina. Great to see you here. And obviously, Hall of Shame officiating. That's the worst decision in the history of worst decisions. It's just always happening to us. He's now reffed 47 times, 48, I think it is. He's refereed 47, 48 Manchester City games and never got a red card out. I mean, on the edge of your own area, you're not denying a goal-scoring opportunity. It wasn't. I mean, I thought Gomez's tackle was worse. Not to mention the kicking the ball away, not getting a yellow card. I think who's the bigger prick here? Is it Michael Oliver or is it VAR? What the actual fuck is going on? He's a corrupt Manchester City referee. We have never, in the Adams Arms, we have never gone in for conspiratorial thinking. We've never done that. But this does leave a sour taste in the mouth. So some great. I want to highlight some of the great responses. I thought Deluded Gooner. I don't know how many of you saw that. That was pretty strong at halftime, where he did a little monologue, which I thought was absolutely brilliant. I thought James on AFTV was brilliant. I'm going to dig out some of those to look at. But apart from that, you know, it is worth reminding ourselves we got the points. We got all 3 points in a day where, you know what, if that had gone against us, it's already very difficult to be positive about our chances of winning the league. I'll concede that. I'm not necessarily writing it off. As those of you who are regulars here will know, I have said for a while that I expect us to finish level on points with Liverpool. Their goal difference is effectively an extra point, so you probably have to give it to them. But there's many a slip twixt cup and lip. Much can go right and wrong. Right for us, wrong for them. And while you're in it, you can still win it. I mean, after all, we did have Postecoglou saying, you know, they're in 4 trophies. Sorry, I'm looking for a bottle opener because I'm going to have to use a pair of scissors. Today, I picked a hell of a day to give up drinking tonight. First drink for a couple of weeks, Warsteiner. That's the einzige Ware premium beer quality from Germany. The missus has picked it for me, and I will be enjoying it. And a pair of scissors will suffice to open it. God, my on-year-older Guna Dan. Right, what does that mean? I'm just about to share the stream to Jose Rosie Moss. Brilliant. Hey, my 1-year-older Guna Dan. Well, I'm not a year older. David Raya made some big saves today. Credit to him as well. Hey, listen, it was good, man. Back home, I'll be thinking about you. And anyway, NHL in 90 minutes. Hockey night in Canada. Every night is hockey night in Canada. Smash the like button, says Fan Dabby Rosie. Wonderful to see you. Drink then. Beer Hackney, beer and hockey, they just go together. Yeah, totally. I do like hockey. Evening Fan Dabby Rosie. Let's hope we get some people in. I'm going to share the link should any of you wish to join. You sound like a Nazi. Okay. Did anyone else see the Elon Musk Nazi salute? No, well, if I sound like a Nazi, then that's not intentional. Donut. Let's just say, since you haven't clicked like, you can piss off. Or click like and stay. But either way, you've got better things to do with your life than irritate me. You love Elon Musk. Oh, yeah, no, I really do, yeah. That might be the last time you get a mention on here. So let's just... Anyway... Warsteiner. Oh, is that why you think I sound like a Nazi? Because it's a German beer. You have an original sense of humor that one normally only expects to find in places that smell faintly of wee. But lovely that you were here. Nurse, can we get him? Just before I forget to let you know.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man.
And it has about as much relevance to me as anything else. So here we go. Norway, we're dominating this game. Naipan was at City match. Come on, Odegaard, do your magic. Do you think he must be, surely? Yeah, you don't need to. Actually, Rosie, I just realised you couldn't see the Facebook chat. Steve Mallington on Facebook. Can you see this now? You can piss off. Isn't he beautiful? So that's what I have to deal with. Gunners and Co. Arsenal fought corruption to win today. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Like, Rosie, you're impartial. I know you hate football, being a Rangers fan. Did you see the red card offence, and would you ever have expected a player to be sent off for that? I think most fans have. There's going to be a few baiting us, isn't there? There's going to be a few that come out and say, you know, it was letter of the law. By the letter of the law, it is a red card. So you got a WhatsApp group or Discord? Are you talking to Steve Mallington? I'm starting. I am going to be starting a Discord, WhatsApp, or whatever. I don't know. Wolves were robbed. I saw you put that in Moss's. Melina, great work on the live. Really enjoyed. Really enjoyed for once in my life being ahead of the stream. The trolls are on full effect on Facebook. I know, that's why no one ever goes there anymore in there. To be 16 again, though, huh? How cool it would be to. Is there anything good about being 16? Would anyone go back to being 16? Anyway, I haven't shared it yet, and I intend to do that immediately. Oh, maybe Steve Mallington, please do pop on here. I know I've sort of barred you and whatnot, but any hope that rescind the red card, at least give us stupid? No, definitely. I mean, did you see Arteta's interview after the match? That shouldn't need appealing. There's no way on earth that is violent conduct. Rangers did well today. They didn't play, but they didn't lose. That's very true. It's one way to avoid defeat. As now obvious City refs paid and against us. He has been paid by the same people who own City. Mr. Tom, I voted on your community tab. I voted incompetent as it's a yellow. No argument from Arsenal fans in that situation. Yeah, no one's arguing a yellow there. Red feels a mistake. Hello, everyone. He says, hello, Mr. Tom. Great to get a sensible opinion. I can't disagree. I think it's definitely a yellow card. It's a cynical move. To be fair, oh God, I hate saying this out loud. You should only really think these things. To be fair, I think we've lacked a player who has that kind of sense to pull off those kind of fouls in the middle of the park and prevent goal-scoring opportunities, right? So I will be the first to admit that it's a yellow card all day long. You know, he's avoided the breakaway, could have potentially been a goal-scoring opportunity, all that. I would agree. Yellow card. I think, you know, no one was expecting him to pull out a red card. So did City Chelsea thought you were joining, or maybe should send the StreamYard, but you were not chatting? We did City Chelsea thought you were joining. No. I had to be with the family for that one because I'm doing this all day in here. And no, I was. Well, it was a good game. I won some money on that when City went. They were like 4-1 when they went a goal down, which I thought was ridiculous. And did Leeds win today? It's a very good question. Tom is doing a wrestling show at 12:30. Easy. Is it proper wrestling or is it modern WWE whatnot? Will you please join me in welcoming the one, the only, from deep within the wigwam, Zanzi, rebranded Zanzi. Buenas noches, Fancy.
Hello. How are you?
I am very well. I am from Barcelona.
I love Oliver. He's really such a great referee, isn't he?
Can I just, because I've got to the trouble of making.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Did you hear the fans singing that it's all about you?
Yeah. When they do I think that's I think his family sing that to him. I think everywhere he goes, he gets upset if people don't sing it.
Oh, I've been very good. I haven't been bleeped yet.
Bleeped?
Yeah. For saying Oliver is a total beep, 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 beep.
No, I did. I started the show off. I think you saw it. I did say, look, there's going to be some industrial language. I'm not going to pretend that I was. Moss is with us. Moss, how are you?
Watching some hockey. Wondering how England has the worst refs in the world.
In the universe.
They used to have the best when we grew up, man. 80s. Those refs were classic and awesome. 90s even, they were still good. MLS refs were terrible when they first started. Now MLS refs are better than England's refs.
Everybody's refs are better. The refs and everything are better.
Oh, France is pretty well done. Germany's pretty well done.
Well, we all watch football. You know, I was watching a bit of the German game.
England should have the best refs.
Well, you know, for a nation that prides itself on fair play and, you know, it's not winning, it's taking
rules part. And they're the home of football, all this shit. You should have the best refs.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get how this has happened, why this has happened.
Well, you guys treat refs so awesome, so no one wants to be a ref.
Money is you know what?
And yeah, you just have to throw money at it. That's all.
When Arsene Wenger first started doing well, he complained that we didn't have professional refs. He said it's ridiculous. A game that
some were out of shape back in the day, but they were good old guys.
You know what? When I went to see Uckfield with my stepson, and they had it was so. Do you know it was brilliant grassroots football. The linesman made a decision that we were with the away fans. We didn't know where.
I had to used to ref, like I had to always ref, and you had no linesman. You had to call the offside.
This was linesman, and he made a mistake. But it was funny the banter between him and these two guys standing on the thing. He was running past, and that last one was never offside. And he turned around and went, it was. And then on his way jogging back, he goes, it wasn't. He goes, it was, and it was like that up and down. It's good, you know. It's good old-fashioned, heartfelt, honest decision making. I can live with mistakes. I don't know who to be more pissed at, but can I just speak? What I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to say how I think most of us felt when that red card got given. I just thought, oh, I can't do this anymore.
This guy is trying to screw us literally every time.
It's not just this guy. It felt like much more.
He was the one that did the Martinelli I've never seen in my life. 2 yellow cards in 5 seconds.
He's the one who didn't think Doku putting his studs through McAllister in the penalty area was.
This guy is crazy. He loves that.
Refereed 47 times. Manchester City never given a red card.
Yeah,
he's given us 8.
And it's like opportunities where you've never seen a red card done for that before. Trossard kicking the ball away.
1 second after the whistle blew.
Yeah, you couldn't even hear it because everyone was screaming because there was a foul.
And also, even if you did hear it, could you allow for the fact that he may have a 1 second reaction?
Yeah, and he's like sprinting to boot it away because we're down a man.
But you know the game couldn't have started with Trossard because there's a player on the pitch who was down.
Yeah, I know.
And there's balls everywhere, Zanzi. Come on, wasting time. We're used to it. Guys pick the ball away. There's a freaking kid right there with a ball. There's no wasting time.
But Moss, it's not.
That's what I said, Moss. I said it's ridiculous it because the player was on the pitch who's lying on the ground.
And so Rice is like, it's just silly, man.
No, but I mean,
common sense football anymore.
It's the red cards. Like you hear people saying about the.
And we won, but it's the fact that it looks so horrible that these guys are going out of their way to give a red card and ruin the match.
It's the one where you saw the red card for Rice, and then everyone said, "Oh, by the letter of the law, that's what's supposed to happen."
But I see it all the time. Yeah,
never happened before, never happened since. Today, Gomez wasn't it? Kick the ball away, no yellow card.
You see kicking it away all the time, tapping it away, holding on to the ball, throwing it away.
Maybe they've cured it. Maybe they don't need to do something. Fernandinho made a living out of getting a yellow in that situation. I think that's the thing. I think it's an intelligent. You want
a lot of people were huddling around the ref today. We were the only one that got a yellow. I see it every game still.
Timber got a yellow. Yeah, he's far too far from the goal for it to be.
That's what I thought he was first calling.
Oh, it wasn't. It was.
I think most people did. I'm like, he's 70, 80 yards away. There's no. You can call that as a.
It went straight to VAR. VAR went through the rulebook to see what they could get him for.
And by that time, they played on.
Yeah, but that it's not this is what I'm trying to say to you, Moss. It's not Michael Oliver, who we all know is shit. I mean, I want to.
Yeah, and that's what VAR's there for. How many times have we said, "Hey, you should change that to a red. You should or reduce that to a yellow." Oh, we heard
the game against Manchester City where Kovacic went in on Martin Odegaard. Got a yellow card for a foul that's more intentional and worse than what Miles Lewis-Kelly did today. Then went straight in on Declan Rice 5 minutes later and didn't even get a booking for that. That's this guy that sent Miles Lewis-Kelly off.
Dogs, man. You know what I was thinking, Zanzi and Dan? Maybe we got to get in on that, Doc. We got to get our sponsors, Emirates, to like give worldwide trips to referees' family.
Oh God, can you imagine? PGML can say shape. Yeah, listen, I don't want.
We got to get in on this cheating mode, maybe.
I don't want their
style.
apologies.
This is our style. I know. I know. This is us. This is us. We're the nice guys.
Claudia Crescent.
But man, maybe we got to get in on this cheating action.
Sam is here. Well, you can't get in on it because if you could get in on it, Man United would have done it by now. They had their moments.
Costed us the Champions League. Refs getting bought. League titles now. City cheating.
You know something?
Chelsea would take all our players, paying off agents, cheating. Blood Money FC. Everyone's got to cheat, but us.
Right. As I was saying, when I saw the lineup, I looked at it. I saw, oh, good. No Party in defence. Brilliant. He's in midfield. Rice is there. Oh, okay.
Nope.
Why isn't Odegaard there?
He's ill.
Yeah. Looked at the front line and thought, okay, yeah, all right. This is good. Have a look at their lineup. Yeah, okay. Have a look at the referees. Oh, shit.
Look at the referees.
You know what? I think we all did that. Luca talks ball. This referee.
So were you on our side today, Luca, or were we lucky and should have lost? Arteta got it all wrong. Man, even Jose, you saw that in the chat. He was saying, man, Arteta got it right today. Big time.
I was really chuffed with that. I thought, you know what? But I would say that Jose might not be an Arteta in, but he's never unfair. Like he always says it as he sees it.
Not ridiculous.
I respect anyone, even whether I agree with them or don't. And
I think you can give a logical, semi-intelligent explanation for your opinion. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, give it to me. I think I was worried because let's face it, we've had 3 red cards this season already, and we've dropped points in all of them. So we've got 2 points from the 3 games with red cards. So to get 3
points, though, not even give them anything. Come on.
What's that?
Because that's an automatic red. It's dangerous play. It's three games at least.
It's not going to be.
So surely they freaking fix that. Surely, but it's us, so they won't. But
that's right. Yeah, because we've got Man City next, haven't we?
Yeah.
So I love
that. He's on that. Imagine the second. I don't.
If that guy's reffing that game, I quit. Unbelievable.
But he's our best referee, didn't you know? I hope it was a joke when I read we have Michael Oliver for our City game next week. Please be a joke.
It better not be.
No, it's not. We need him.
He'll be doing VAR, won't he?
Well, that's how he gets his bonuses. Doing Man City games, he gets his bonuses in the off season.
Big up everyone. Luca in house. Okay.
MK Dons lost to the Real Dons today. Dan.
Did they?
Or no, it was 0-0. Wimbledon and fake Dons 0-0. That's what it was, I think.
Real Dons versus not so real Dons. You can't call yourself Dons if you're there. It's just Wimbledon. MK Don doesn't make sense. Sorry,
they made it up.
Yeah, totally. I personally think they shouldn't have given Lewis Skelly a red card. I think they should have shot him with a tranquilizer dart. That'll teach him. Where
was the dangerous play? Where was the dangerous play, Dan? His foot is down. Listen, he doesn't swing. There's no big boisterous thud to him.
You're asking a leading question, Moss. Nobody thinks it was dangerous. It's just not dangerous. Can I just say, I was thinking, when you suddenly find yourself thinking, I wonder where so-and-so is. I haven't seen Mitch for a while. He's here! Oi, Mitch. How are you?
North Bank Mitch.
How the bloody hell are you? We're North Bank Highbury.
I got to do hockey in an hour here.
Sam Greenwood. Luca needs to rename his channel. Luca screams a lot at Arteta.
Did he do that today still?
Did you? I want to know, Luca.
Yeah, and then the one thing, Zanzi was talking about the lineup. I saw the lineup. I'm like, Odegaard's sick. Melina told me. And Nwaneri, we're going to see him for a whole game. And then red card, so he gets taken out. I was like, oh, Jesus.
I was a bit. Yeah, the whole thing's a shit show, isn't it? To be honest with you,
way to ruin a game.
I think it just felt like this season encapsulated in one moment.
Yeah.
You're looking at it going, fair enough, yellow card, he's going to his pocket, he comes out with he's pulled the wrong card out. What a wally. He meant to pull out.
Remember their guy getting the second yellow? That was studs up on the ankle.
I think he could have gone if Miles Lewis Kelly went for a red card on one challenge, then
That was
so
more
should
of a red.
Gomez. Yeah. Where have you been, Mitch? We missed you. Absolutely. Social Joins is here. The ref's crooked and poor at his job. Once a mistake, twice is a coincidence.
I
Thrice
showered out Mario, so he's running around crazy.
Jesse Marshall, my logical explanation.
Jesse Martian, March, we're beginning to come champions, Canada. Of course,
Hi, Social Joins. Hi, Miss Melina. Hope you're well. All this good
sorry,
stuff.
Mario.
Been a bit busy with work. Work's shit. Went to the Emirates on Wednesday. How was it? I heard the atmosphere was a little flat, which is fair enough, I think. Is this a call?
We got Girona midweek, right?
Yes,
Girona.
It is. You have to fight to get a word in, though. Here we go. I'm posting it. There you
Sorry,
go.
I'll shut up a bit. Sorry.
No. You do what you do. Are you going to the Man City game, Mitch? Hope all is well. Hi, chat. That's the link. I have just posted the link, haven't I?
We're at home, right? Yeah, we're at home because we tied them there.
Yeah.
Them. We were killing them at their place. The red
Yeah.
card.
Until I'll leave it.
Referee magic.
I love it. I'm going to do this a lot tonight because this is my message to Michael Oliver. Shit. I've been having fun today.
Can we trade like some refs for like? There's that Trossardinho looking guy I see do UEFA games. He's French, I think. He looks like Trossard.
Oh, the one who looks like Trossard's dad.
Yeah, he's a good ref. That guy.
Yeah, he did an England game.
There's a German, a Dutch guy that are pretty good.
He did us versus Sporting, wasn't it? A game like that. He did. Yeah. I'm sure he did.
He's a good ref, man. He's a good ref. He looks like Trossard's older uncle or something.
I have not been messing around with AI. I was skiing earlier today, I'll have you know. I went up to one of the nearby mountains and
there's no mountains, only maybe a few big hills in Scotland.
No, listen, my missus will tell me, there's mountains in Scotland. And I'm like, do you know the tallest mountain in England is about 2,000 meters shorter than an average mountain in my hometown in Austria? Stop it. But then one of my exes went to Canada skiing.
Oh, you're Austria. I thought you said you were German.
No, I'm Austrian, but they have mountains too, just not as beautiful. So she went to Canada and she sent me a VHS how long ago it was. And Canada skiing. No, it was she went to Whistler, I think it was.
Oh yeah, that's the other side of the Rockies.
My God, it was incredible. I just looked out and I was just like,
Whistler's kind of the hoity-toity, richer one.
Well, yeah, she
was the Olympics. But you go up on this side of the Rockies, like Alberta, there's a place called Banff. In Scotland, there's a town called Banff. It was named after. But Lake Louise, there's that chateau, Fairmont Chateau, and there's a chateau, Lake Louise. That's where The Shining was filmed.
Yeah, you know, one of my favorite facts about The Shining is that Stephen King hated it because in the book, the hotel burns down.
Yeah, well, and can't burn down our. That would have been hard back then to burn down the chateau. Canada would have been a little bit. We would have been a little bit.
No, Tom. Moss, it wasn't a hardback, it is a softback. Honestly, the book was.
What?
Softback?
Moss said it would be hardback then. I said, no, it is a softback.
Hardback then, you know how they can just burn, they can blow up the castle or burn something down and it's just digital. It would have been hard back then in the 80s. It was like 1980 Shining, wasn't it?
They want to know if you're the same Zanzi that was in the chat for We All Love Leeds. I know two Zanzis. There's only one.
I sent Tom a link about Leeds United scoring a goal, and he hasn't replied about that.
Yeah, Leeds are top of the table, man.
I have to say, this Social Joins, you're spot on here. Like I completely agree. Gomez tackle on Timber was worse than the one. I mean, you know what? Like Pereira being so angry about that red card just made me think you are a tool. You know, any normal manager would have gone, you know what, I would have leveled it out as well. Any good human
I want to hear, when they do that weeks later, Dan, and they do what the ref and the VAR were going back and forth with. That will be hilarious.
They did it. They actually played it
already.
Oh yeah, but I didn't. Someone has it because they did it. I saw a link of it. I have matches today on our match highlights are on. Alan Shearer, to his credit, was full of expletives about it when they went to
Oh,
him.
Michael Owen, all of them.
I
Ray
have yet to
Phillips.
find somebody who doesn't think it was a shit show. You know, like, oh,
There
did
was
Rosie
one-
say that it's pish? Did she? Oh, are you preempting it, or did I just miss it?
Should I get
I
a
love
beer?
this, Rosie. They used 900 tons of salt in The Shining. Hi, Rosie. Good of you. All good, thanks. The
With
Shining.
that crazy maze in The Shining.
I love it. Sam totally predicted that Rosie was going to say hate on The Shining, and he's got The Shining is awesome. Don't
Yeah, and
forget
I was a little kid when it came out, Dan. You probably were too when you first saw
Yeah.
it.
Well, I first
Man,
saw it
I
on-
have twin sisters, and those two fucking girls as ghosts. That freaked the hell out of me forever.
I don't think I was freaked out by any of it really. I just thought it was creepy as hell, but like I loved it from day one. And then Rosie says it's not pish, it's utter shite. It's not utter shite. It's one of the best films made. Stop being silly. You just want to start an argument. Start an
Jack,
argument.
Didn't Jack win an award or almost did that for that one?
No, I don't know actually. I don't think
Or
it did. I don't think it was critic. I don't think it necessarily did well in
It
awards.
was more
but,
of a cult favorite, you'd say.
and the rest. I think everyone loves that film except small part of Glasgow. Luca, you join
He's
him.
jealous
I
that
wanna grill
he's
you.
jealous that Banff, Alberta is more popular than Banff, Scotland, that no one knows.
They should let Donald Trump finish the golf courses that he wants to build in Scotland, and then people will come here. I don't.
He
I
wants,
don't think
he wants
The
to
Shining
take
is-
our mountains. He wants to have higher mountains. So he wants to take Canada's Rockies.
and Green. I think this could be the new dawn we all wanted. Moss, please tell
man.
me you dressed up.
No,
as
that
a-
freaked me out enough. I didn't need I was manipulating my sisters enough. I didn't need them to freak me out every day.
Are they younger than you or older?
Yeah. Kelly's been on my show. You guys are
Are your twin sisters younger than you or older?
3.5 years
Yeah, which younger or older?
younger.
Okay, well that's okay.
February 19th.
They can't scare you too much.
I'm a 74. You're a 73.
73, year of the rat or something, isn't it? Kelly is beautiful.
She's
Rosie's
ice fishing
favourite
at the lake.
movies, Smurfs and musicals, so I think it's safe to say we just ignore opinions on movies.
Smurfs are Belgians, French
They are.
Belgians.
They are. Luca, I thought you were coming on. Don't tell me it's taking you
Please,
this long.
no,
to be
I'm
here.
leaving it.
No, you're not. You love it. Sam is 73, 1873.
Man,
Can
you're
I
a
just
vampire. You're a
say that-
vampire. Then
Go on, Dandy.
When The Shining came out in 1980, I wasn't a kid
you weren't a kid.
because both you and Moss.
I
were saying that
probably
you were a
saw
kid.
it in 82, maybe 81, 82.
I didn't see it till the mid 80s, 85, 86. I know we saw it at school.
My dad watched it, and I was freaked the hell out.
JP, I'm gonna love this comment. Would you
Watch
please?
football for near the years. Yeah, we're getting unprecedented red cards that no one has ever seen before.
Not just as many others who suffer, managers who lose jobs have done. It's just shit.
Like, look what Arteta has to deal with.
I just loved him in the post match. I know I'm probably the only one.
I didn't hear it, but like, look what he has to deal with, Dan. Our
Hey,
idiot
he
fan
didn't-
base.
He didn't do the whole "it's a disgrace." You did. You just went, "Look, it's obvious." Like I don't have to talk about it. It's fucking obvious. You don't need me to say
That should
that's
just
what you
get
feel.
fixed. Yeah, it should just get fixed on its own.
Yeah, and that's what he said. He said it was nothing wrong with vampires. At least pick on a movie I actually like, Sam. Tell us a movie you actually like, and we'll pick on it. The
Stanley
Shining is a fantastic
Kubrick's.
movie. Stanley Kubrick is a master. Stephen King.
Clockwork
hated it.
Orange. Full
I
Metal
don't like-
Jacket.
I do like Full Metal Jacket and Clockwork Orange. I don't think they're anything like as good a film as The Shining is an excellent piece of.
Didn't he do? Oh no, he did the Apocalypse Now too. That was. Didn't he do that or no?
that Kubrick film?
Or he
Actually,
quit, didn't he? Or what happened there?
I don't know if that's a Kubrick film. I'd have to look that up.
Did he just direct?
Space 2000 is him, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Isn't it?
that's not bad.
Hal and boring film. Sorry, I can't get on that at all.
Rosie always brings up Bridge as a it's Alice and Tom this time.
Including
Bridges.
when did you last watch it, Tom? They've included more bridges in the sequel. The Bridges of
Francis
Madison
Ford
County.
Coppola was Apocalypse, I think so.
Yeah, Franny. Good director.
I
Is
think
that right?
Kubrick was supposed to do it or something. I watched this doc where he turned a big movie down. Like maybe it was that one.
I'm just going through some of his now. Spartacus. Fuck me.
Not bad. The original.
Eyes Wide Shut was his last film. He hasn't. Yeah, 2001. Doctor Strangelove. There you go.
Not bad too. Yeah.
That's a great film. Green Book. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Shining is a great. You can't. Yeah, I can't hate the Green Book, but it's all right.
Eastern Promises. That's one of the best. London.
So JP's, when will a Premier League have the backbone to take on PG?
Yeah, just end this.
We're accepting blatant cheating. It ruins the game. I'm sick of it. Aren't the club going to do something about it? It's not a lot you can do as a club. I think the lack
they have to have these votes, like the board, the Premier League vote thing.
I think the lack of solidarity amongst the Premier League teams is really frustrating because they are so they're so empowered by self-interest. They're so
like who is it? City, Newcastle, Chelsea, is Tottenham in there? All vote together all the time.
Well, it depends what.
Another one. Oh, maybe it's Forest. Forest does too. Yeah.
On the vote as to whether clubs should be allowed to transfer or loan players from within the group clubs, there was a cabal that voted together that Wolves were included in. But listen, it's just if you look at
that's why sometimes I'm all for not changing England and Premier League or anything, damn. But sometimes I'm like. Sometimes leagues that are this big, this good, this much money, sometimes maybe you do need a commissioner, one person to make decisions, the best for all. And if you're fucking up, you're fired and a new guy comes in.
I think it's so difficult to prove corruption, isn't it? I do think that any evidence of potential conflict of interest should be dealt with as such. I think if you found out that the man who sent off a Chelsea player in a game against Liverpool had been paid by the Liverpool owners to do a couple of nights work a week, you'd say, oh, no, you can't do that. That's a conflict of interest. You can't. Like, for example, if you found a Facebook post of Michael Oliver in a Man City shirt 2 years ago, that would be barred, wouldn't it, from their games?
Someone was showing him in a Newcastle one. I was like...
He's a Newcastle fan, yeah. He's a Newcastle fan.
But City's the one that pays him in the summers.
I don't know. Look, am I being childish bringing that up? I just think that if we're talking about a person who in 47 matches refereeing Man City has yet to send off one of their players, but is quite as card happy as he's been against us.
What are Prem refs kind of, sorry to bug you, maybe Mr. Tom knows the ends. What would be kind of an average salary for a Premier League ref? Any idea, anybody?
Well, it's not 20 grand a day. Hang on. Referee salary.
It's about 2,000 quid a game.
Yeah, that's what.
So he's getting 10 times as much going to Saudi. Not only,
they probably make a annual salary. They probably make going to one little Saudi tournament.
Sorry, go on, Zandy.
But it's not just the fact that you're getting 20,000 quid. It's cash in hand almost.
Yeah. And they give you gifts. You go to Saudi, UAE, they give you gifts all the time. Here's a Rolex,
But everything is paid for. His flights there, accommodation,
first
everything.
Class. Your wife gets to go shopping. Sorry, Zenzi.
No, carry on.
No, I was just adding to your thing, and I shouldn't have.
Mr. Tom agrees that there should be a commissioner because I love the word commissioner.
Commissioner. Stephen Foot in the house. Hope you're doing good,
Stephen Foot. How are you doing? That takes on an extra resonance. Are you well? Are you looking after yourself?
Man. You should have been.
Should you be watching the matches? Evening, Stevening. Hi, Melina. Are you okay? And EPL refs.
A bit of NFL kicker.
EPL refs get between 73 and 147,000 a year. That's not what I just pulled up. But in any case, I think I heard somebody else say that that 2,000 was about 10 times what they normally earn for a single game. So, sorry, 20,000 was 10 times what they normally earn. So 2,000 per game.
Yeah.
It is a shit show. I don't know how you fix it though. I mean, look, the problem we have.
Howard Webb was supposed to come fix it then because he
didn't.
made the MLS better.
To be fair, the problem isn't systemic, okay? Because we don't have a different system for refereeing body than Germany or France or any of those. It's not a systemic problem. It is a problem. I mean, I think you can say what you like about Michael Oliver. At least he's consistent, right? He always tries to send off one of our players. So
And he loves Man City.
if refs know their punishment for poor performance was to be a
They got to rep 30 leads for all season.
yeah, you got, and then you got, go on, Zazie.
Sorry, I was going to say, have you ever seen that video of the referees when they're in Thailand? They went there on a work course to do some work, and they've all been caught on video in
That was that
nightclubs
dodgy guy.
with all the girls and the.
Oh yeah,
That guy that got kicked out, remember, that hated Liverpool?
yeah. That was bizarre.
There was
Well, I
pictures in
honestly-
Thailand with him and other refs.
Yeah,
I honestly thought that was going to be an AI. That one, I couldn't believe that happened.
Oh yeah, Melina's telling me to add you to the WhatsApp group.
Hey, Melina Silva, it's me watching here now on Facebook. Why? Why are you watching on? Oh, for heart though. I love you for that.
Facebook. I didn't know you could do
I only
that.
really like 3 games: comedy based on a true story or romantic movies. Oh, genres. Sorry, comedy based on a true story or romantic movies. So you would like you. So
like
your
true
favorite
movies.
film is Full Monty, isn't it?
It is good.
Don't expect too much following that page, Melina, because I'm crap at updating the Facebook. Sorry, my Facebook friends.
I gave up on Facebook. I got too many.
It's too political. Couldn't give a shit, to be honest with you. Too tired of people going on there, and I don't know. Anyway. Allegedly, What was that? Leeds have never had a ref VAR official sacked. We just squeeze out a log on their car.
What is Rosie call them? Jobbies or something?
Jobby, we jobby. I'm going to try and find. Did any deluded Gooner? I thought he was the perfect.
Oh
At half time, he was brilliant because I was like literally I can't do this anymore. He was brilliant to watch. I
don't mind that guy. Looks like he was a little fullback baller kind of guy.
Who? Deluded.
Deluded Gooner. He would show highlights of himself playing in some.
Oh, did he?
And that Curtis guy was really played a little bit.
Oh yeah, Curtis did. Yeah.
I would have shut him down. In my
hang on, I'm going to share this.
I didn't know that word.
I wonder if any of those refs have gone to their car after the Leeds match, picked it up and shown someone there. Look what I just found on my car.
What was that Jack the other day where the guy goes into the bar with a shit in his hand and says, "Look what I nearly stepped in."
Yeah, that was Rosie the other yesterday.
No, Rosie's job is
Thursday night.
Scottish scones, delicious.
Melita, made some Scottish scones with her mom. I think she sent me a pic. Man, I had this hot dog today. It was a Chinese Asian named place. They had all those bubble drinks and shit. These hot dogs are like chicken or beef or fake meat. Then a rice batter, and then in the batter you can have mac and cheese, potato, sweet potato, noodles, all these different things, all these sauces. It was kind of good actually.
Too much
cheese melted inside.
Keep it simple.
Weird
Fulham
hot
could beat Man United tomorrow. I don't doubt it. I think anyone could beat Man United tomorrow.
Yeah,
Derby County allegedly shat in the Leeds away dressing room.
I know when I played semi-pro in Scotland, you'd go play away games, and it was only the craziest, ugliest, coldest showers. Especially if you won. Especially if you win, you got cold shower.
That's good, though, isn't it?
Wakes you the hell up. Holy. Freezing Scotland rain, and then you got to have a cold shower because you're muddy as hell.
Oh, do you want to talk about the City game, Miss Melina? I saw it. I felt so bad for him.
He was nervous. Holy.
Who throws a 20-year-old centre back?
Marmouche was running all over the pitch there.
Yeah, he nearly scored, didn't he? He nearly scored.
3-2
Well,
Oilers.
I like the fact that I really like the fact that Pep Guardiola's gone to 2 strikers. It's a new system.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
were
think-
better when they had Alvarez and Holland together.
Yeah.
That Marmouche, man, I saw him when Salah didn't play for Egypt one time. I was watching a game, and I was like, Jesus, this guy runs all over the place.
Who? Marmouche?
Yeah.
I've only seen him play for Eintracht. I didn't. That wasn't the
See
impression I
Egypt?
got of him. But no, I've never seen him play. I don't think I've seen Egypt play a game.
Well,
I
we
can
had
remember.
El Neni. I'd always watch El Neni.
Nah, but I didn't love him that much. Mind you, he was
El
Indian.
Magico, I call him. El Neni.
My spelling's gone to sit. Clipped Melina. Rosie, I set up for that one. Tom, put your girlfriend on a leash. Which one? How did everybody's fancy team do? I don't know.
Shit, I think.
Stupid game. I don't like it. There we go. I've just
Good
found
at predictions. I'm sucking at fantasy.
I have, I did predict. I've predicted everything absolutely right so far. I predicted that Liverpool would beat Ipswich somehow. They have Bournemouth next, though. Away to
Bournemouth, I had 2-1 and they won 5-0.
That's sick, isn't it? But that's what I'm saying. Liverpool go to Bournemouth next.
Oh, yeah, I had Holland captain, so I did pretty good.
So we have Man City home. They have Bournemouth away.
Bournemouth have beaten all the big clubs, man.
Yeah, no. I remember them beating us, Man City. They haven't beaten Liverpool, though.
Who else did they beat at home? Chelsea, I think. Tottenham, I think.
Did you
Those aren't big. Oh, Tottenham's not big. Sorry.
did you see Chelsea's goal today?
Yeah. It was a piss take.
Palmer wasn't very good. I thought he'd be keen to beat City. His old
From
club.
Man City's brand new player trying to head the ball back 30 yards to the keeper.
Well, to be fair, that's what I'm saying. He got chucked in at the deep end there a little bit, didn't he? He was like,
I wouldn't have. Yeah, I would have subbed him on for his first game.
You might not even have subbed him on, but the reason they bought him was because
You're not even used to your teammates.
Yeah, no, they're desperately short of defenders and a candidate.
Well, they always play Guardiola left back, but actually he does pretty good with it.
He loves him there. He's been playing him there a lot.
For Croatia, he plays center back usually.
I don't watch Croatia either, to be fair. But they have more reasons to watch him. Where are we up to? Big mistake from Sanchez. Oh, Sanchez mistake was much worse. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That was terrible.
He can't be caught in no man's land.
I did really well out of Man City winning. So I was all right. So Luca's back. Luca, are you coming on or what? Want to hear from you. You can't get a better welcome than that, can you? Do you do this every?
What was the milk sheep one? I was like, you got to suck the teeth.
Sanchez's mistake reminded me of the big mistake Almunia made versus United. Don't take me there.
Almunia.
Take me to that place. Get the new iPhone, Rosie. That's the one. Yes. I remember now. You did tell us a punchline.
I heard something really funny today. Bearing in mind, I'm living in the Midlands, just south of Birmingham. And they were talking to a Ukrainian mother and her son. And the son must have been 8 or something like that. And the Ukrainian mum's talking, very good Russian, sort of Ukrainian, but it sounds like Russian. And then they decided to talk to the little Ukrainian kid. He says, how are you liking the UK? And she's always busting, it's lovely.
Boosting.
Oh.
I told you, when I was in Egypt, they had 40 years of peace, and we went there for the week. They decided to have a revolution, but we didn't know. We just knew that at Sharm el Sheikh you couldn't get money out of the ATMs. And then we were sitting around the pool, and we found out there was a revolution on because a Brummie guy said, "Oh yes, that the square's on fire. It's all kicked off. The country's in revolution. Put a bit of a dampener on things, to be honest with you." And I was like, "That's how I found out it was a revolution. Put a bit of a dampener on things, to be honest with you." That's absolutely brilliant. Ha ha, Rosie. Tell us how you milk sheep, Rosie. She's just told us, release a new iPhone. Ba-dam, bam, ba-dam, bam. My charger's fucked. So's mine. My phone's fucked. I've got.
Mine
It's
just
not fun.
wears down so quick. I gotta get new.
Do you know what it is? It's the charger cable. The charger thing doesn't fit it properly. So you have to.
I swear, yeah, they make chargers shite so that you get frustrated and got to keep buying
Right.
shit.
Right. That is exactly what it is. The phone's working fine, but the aperture for the charge cable is
They
too
intentionally
wide.
make them so they fuck up.
Of course they do. It's inbuilt obsolescence. I understand and appreciate that. But I don't mind changing it every 2 years, but I had this one. I wanted this one for 3 years.
Oh, and I got a free phone, anything I want. Do I go do it? No, Mel and Rosie are always bugging me.
I don't even want a phone. I want to be left alone. I want to, what do you call it? That's who I
Oh,
want.
it's like 0, -5 temps. It's like spray.
You'll be the first customer to get blocked. Okay, so I haven't heard from Luca. I'm assuming he's a no-show. Luca,
He's scared of
you're
me.
my
He's scared
favorite
of me.
ranty, shouty young person.
Okay,
don't like
Luca,
you
I'll
guys.
leave. I'll go into the
Yes.
chat. I got to get my hockey ready.
Come on, are you going to be the shouty, angry one? Who? Oh no! So now I'm just here with two.
I'm here.
Just someone be shouty, please. This manager.
He
Credit.
did a
to
good
him.
job, man. Hey,
What did
Zanzi, Arteta did a pretty good job managing that game when it's so that can go bad so quickly when your team is shocked by a red card like that.
Yeah, considering it wasn't even a red card, but
Yeah,
I
you can
thought
lose.
Arteta did well, and I thought it was a good goal as well.
Oh yeah, Calafiori.
talk about the goal, dude.
Knows how to party. Calafiori.
Califiorication.
Califiora. Oh man, the way he was kissing a badge as well. I was like, go on then. This
Yep.
manager. Oh Mel, come on and do that.
Well, did
Do
you
that.
see Njai got a yellow for doing this, Dan?
Who did?
For giving it to the Seagull fans. He went like this. The
Oh,
Everton.
did he?
And he got a yellow. I was like, Jesus, Calafiori will get a yellow for kissing the badge.
I like
Did
how
you
when
see it?
YouTube.
Sorry, carry on.
I was just reading Miss Molina's. I'll put it up. You carry on.
No, sorry, you read away.
I like when that YouTube channel shows hate reactions.
Did you
for-
see what
No,
Jose
yeah,
BX Gunner sent me? What Lee Gunner, I won't ever say his name. What he's doing to that Henry Wright Tottenham guy.
Yeah, he's trying to get him barred.
They were buddies, I thought.
He's trying to get him barred. It's like trying to get his channel.
I'm like, no, but for giving disinformation, the king of
I know.
Arsenal conspiracy
I know.
theories.
I know.
It's saying
You
disinformation. Are you kidding me?
You make this shit up. It's like, sorry.
You're the king
Did
of it,
anyone
Lee
think that
Gunner.
Henry Talks Ball wasn't in the know or something? To be fair, I'm finding him quite annoying. I've
Oh,
got
I
them
don't
both
like any
quite
Tottenham, but Lee Gunner can't tell what people should
Oh,
do.
you've got to love. I don't know if you've seen the Hotspur Hippie. He's brilliant. I love him. He did a whole bit about how fans are a problem at the moment, and I was like, he could be talking about Arsenal fans. I got iPhone. Well, use your iPhone, Cameron. Get on here.
Apple
Lee
suck.
Gunner is a hater.
Good.
It's true, isn't it? I love it when they do those fan reactions, hate-alongs, and he's in there with them.
But don't you think, like, he just likes causing these
Yeah, I know.
these
It's
huge
how
things
they're
because it keeps them relevant. Like all
Yeah,
these
exactly.
young cunts like it. Like
It's the way it is at the moment. You get far more attention that way.
Luca and LG, their followers are all like little boy opposition fans, you know?
It does make sense. If you were going to start a fan channel, you realize it's too niche unless you start going in on your team.
Like most people our age aren't on YouTube, you know?
What about the notion for discussion? Maybe not tonight, maybe another night, maybe the Tuesday night. Are we the most hated team in the Premier League at the moment?
Well, when we're good, yeah, everyone hates us.
They didn't hate us as much when we were really good. They didn't hate us as much when we were probably
yeah.
good. They didn't
Yeah,
hate us.
envious, Marcel.
Hated by whom? Other fans?
No, I'm talking about Gary Neville coming out and saying Nick Yover needs to wind his neck in. He's overstepped the mark when he's clearly getting the best results of any set piece coach in Europe. I'm talking about how we get criticised for over celebrating. How that
By the same
We're
person.
whiners when we have red cards and double yellows that have never happened before.
you know, letter of the law. He should have been killed for that. For the letter of the law, you know, and all that shit. I just think there are so many fans who love to go in on us.
Yeah,
And
but if you look at a lot of these commentators, they're all from that Liverpool, Man United era.
No, I
aren't
don't think they all are. No, I don't think they all are. I think there's
Neville.
plenty.
Well, why do you think? What's his name? Football. The Terry guy. Football
He's pretty
terrorist.
cool. I think he's pretty.
But why do you think he? And he's fair to Arsenal. I agree.
Yeah, I
But
think so.
why do you think he always has an Arsenal headline? Because our fan
yeah,
base
no.
is crazy.
Not
like,
not to. I'm not trying to shoot you down. My question is not, are we the most populous fan base on YouTube? I think we are well overrepresented. We are the largest supporter base on YouTube and social media. My question is
global.
And the answer might be that. And the answer might be because there's so many of us. We're overwhelming and people don't like us because we are not a popular fan base on. And I heard one podcast I was watching the other night where they said, I actually like normal Arsenal fans. When you meet Arsenal fans, they're all right.
Yeah.
But the ones you see that have channels are fucking irritating. And I agree. And I have a channel. And Moss, you know, I know we have channels, but we try not to be irritating. Maybe there are lots of people out there irritated by me. But I wonder, when you see pundits talking about Arsenal, they talk about they need a striker, they need a striker, they need a striker. And then you look at other teams and go, well, we've scored the second most goals in the league. Like, there's got to be other teams that need a striker as much as us.
Hammers, everyone's looking for a striker.
Man City have got a striker and they're doing worse than us. At Newcastle United have the striker we want and they're doing worse than us. Then there's a lot of talk about Arteta's tactics. There's a lot of talk about how should we win something. There's a lot of everything about us is discussed negatively, it seems to me.
Well, because social media, YouTube, Dan, you're absolutely right. But because they're always putting out this agenda that, Arteta really doesn't want a real striker. So he gets sick of it. I mean, and it comes through to real journalist media questions. And he's like, yeah, I'm sorry to ask about this, but it's not your, you really don't want a striker that bad. The guy was saying the other day. Arteta got pretty hot. He got pretty hot about it.
It wasn't that interesting. Didn't you think that was really interesting? Because that is the first.
He's like, of course I want a fucking striker.
No, but that's to be fair. I think he has a case to answer there, Arteta, because he has routinely said we're going to try and find solutions internally, and he's routinely
until Jesus went down, yeah.
But even after Jesus went down, he still said we have to find solutions and that we're doing the best we can out there. But he got very triggered by the person saying you don't want a striker. And I understand that because the untamed, unchecked narrative of the Arteta period. I see so many of these fucking YouTube channels with like 50 people watching them going, Arteta doesn't want a striker. And I'm like, what the fuck gave you that impression?
Of course he fucking does. He's just, it costs a lot if you want one that you...
I tell your boss, I want to tell my boss that when I come to London, I should stay at the Savoy, and he doesn't think so. So what should I do? Do a press conference? You're gonna not try and piss your boss off if you want to have your job. I think Arteta treads a fine line and does a good job of not.
Hey Moss, what do you think about Moss? Yeah, fire his ass. Yeah, I gotta fire myself apparently.
That's the only good thing about working for yourself, but then you've also got to pay yourself. I find you highly irritating, Dan. I just come here for Zanzi.
Where does Zanzi live? In Zanzibar?
I'm here.
In Birmingham?
He's in the top right-hand corner.
Yeah.
Our tax we get someone this month. I think that was a really revealing thing. Thanks, Mussolini, as well, for reminding me. I thought it was really interesting the way he worded it. I said, like, the players are the ones who are looking around going, boss, I don't want to play every minute of every game between now and the end of the season. Do you think Butler or Oyedeji may... This is the thing I keep banging on about. They keep saying it's hard to find a player to upgrade our team. Can I just point out that our bench just has left backs and goalkeepers on it? Because at that point...
Marino was hurt or something again? What is with this guy?
Yeah, Mikel's injured as well. He had a knock.
We literally... Okay, so... Odegaard played a sickie, but he drove to Man City, Dan. I'm creating a story here. And he's driving Naipan back to London, having a chat. Because he literally could go play that Marino spot, this Nightpan kid. I've watched it. Holy shit, man.
I've not seen him. So do you rate him?
He's
then?
like Odegaard, but 100% two-footed, Dan. Everything he does, two-footed.
Right. Listen, I mean,
And he's bigger.
do you know what? It's not the player I want right now. It
Well, I
is.
know. We need an established.
We could have got Marmouche, no? Like, let's have that conversation. I don't think that was a huge transfer
lots of
fee,
dudes
not on
we
big
could get.
salary. Why would he
Like,
go
okay,
to
we can't get Sesko. You don't want to deal Sesko. Well, Leipzig, you got 4 strikers. This Andre Silva, Poulsen. We don't need a striker that's going to be with us for 10 years. Like,
Oh, I know.
we need
We
one
need a
that,
striker for this season. I know.
yeah, just this season.
But I think also, I don't listen. I don't hate Šeško. But I think that there's two. I was all for buying Šeško in summer because I see in 2 years' time he's going to be a good player. I don't want to put him under the pressure that Rasmus Højlund or Joshua Zirkzee have been under, that they come in and everyone's expecting. Like Mamushka, you got me doing it now, Rosie.
Marmouche cheese. Marmouche cheese.
I think give him 4 games out goal. There's pressure on him, and I think he gets dropped by Pep. And listen,
Odin looked pretty good again today. Jesus, where has he been?
Yeah, he did look decent. Well, I thought that was a lovely run. Do you know what the difference between him running on goal and Kai Havertz, isn't it? It's like he looked like he knew he could score.
Palmer didn't look very good.
Can we talk about Kai Havertz today? How did we feel about
3 headers?
Zanzi?
No, I thought he was his typical can't fucking head the ball crapness, really.
He was running good, Dan, causing trouble. But, man, you get 3 headers like that, you got to score one of them.
It's not even that he's not scoring. It's that he's hitting them always exactly where
he's got this little skinny pencil head. It's not like mine.
I mean, but you're 6'4". A minimum expectation is that you score the occasional header.
It's no power. He gets no...
Gets nothing. He's got no technique at all, has he?
Just like it hit him. Closes his eyes half the time.
Marmushka is Babushka's brother. So I think if we're looking at it, there are so many players out there now that I
Guess who played for PSG today? Kvaradon.
Huh?
Kvaratskhelia. Played for PSG already.
Really?
We could surely PSG
Was that he started on the bench? Did he come off the bench? He can't have started.
Yeah. No, he came off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to wipe the floor with Ligue 1. I mean, that's just not even funny.
Okay, that Lee Kang, Barcola, someone, PSG, loan us. You got 1 million forwards.
Barcola, yeah, definitely.
Ramos, you got so many forwards.
No, what about there was a bit of confusion anyway, because I thought at one point what's his name? Bournemouth striker, help me out.
They had 2 strikers down, and they put Utara up there, and he killed it today.
2 goals, yeah, right. He did score 2, didn't he?
3.
Did he get?
I think you thought one of his was Kluivert.
No. I thought his was the.
Me too. I was the same as you. I thought Kluivert got one of those.
I don't think it was. I think it was 2 goals. Kluivert 2 goals.
I thought it was too, but then they kept saying Utara hat trick.
Well, let's look at it.
55, 60, and 87th minute.
Was a hat trick for Utara, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it burnt me too, Dad. That's why I was correcting you, because I thought Kluivert had 2 goals and assists.
It's just what was coming up on the Bet365 stream. So I was just reading what was coming up. Anytime Dan says Marmouche, in my head, I sing Babushka. Which one of the voices in your head sings you, Rosie? The banter's back.
Marmouche piece.
So Bournemouth have ridden their injury crisis slightly better than anyone else, haven't they?
Yeah, they lost their 2 strikers. Evan Nielsen they bought, and Enes Ünal, that Turkish. They lost both. They throw Semenyo up there, Utara up there. They keep winning.
I know, ridiculous. Also, looking at... So even the kind of players that Leicester went for, Bonanote's at Leicester, isn't he? I would say let's go and get one of them.
Enciso went to.
And
He looked
Cisse
good today. Ipswich. He came on getting assists.
Did he?
Yeah, came on. First
If
game.
he's fit, I would go for Evan Ferguson. He's not fit though, and if he is fit, we can't afford him. They want.
Does he fit with us? I like him, but
I
don't
think
know
he
if
does.
fits.
I think he gives us a completely different option up front. But
Yeah, he's a good guy to sub in all the time, eh?
we can't afford him. We don't want to spend
Tierney,
40.
Tierney crosses to freaking big.
Tierney's staying till summer now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Free chance. Celtics cheap, like Scottish cheap.
Well, he did his time and he went back. I'm gonna give him a standing ovation when he leaves. I've loved him. I've absolutely loved him.
Yeah, I love him.
I'm surprised he hasn't gotten more chances. Something I think only Mikel Arteta understands that. I'll consult with myself in a bit and get back to you. Waka, waka,
Yeah, we need a better training staff or something. Like everyone's getting sick, everyone's tearing things always. Jesus.
Do you know what I think it is? He's a new dad, and I think
Worn out. He looked sick when during the holiday, like that January 1st game. Him and Rice looked pale as hell. Odegaard and Rice.
Yeah. Well, there is something going around all over the place as well. It is the time of year. But it really irks me when you hear Ange Postecoglou talking about injuries. It's like there's only your defenders that are injured. All your actual attacking.
Solanke went down too, though.
Yeah. What's his name? Fuck. Solanke's out for 6 weeks now, isn't he?
Yeah, they're fucked.
Solanke.
They got to play the. They got to play the pigeon.
He's out for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
When do we play
Solanke's out.
Tottenham next?
Every week, ideally.
I wish we played them always. Edgeball's perfect for our lineup.
Oh, mate, yeah. His name
That
is
high line and tried to press us. Bring it on, Edge.
it's not who we are, mate. It is who we are. It's not who we are. Who are
It works perfect for us.
Yeah, but it works perfect for everyone. They've been dropping points. I mean,
Yeah, but they always seem to be able to beat City, though. It's weird.
And it is weird. It is weird. It is a proper bogey side, isn't it?
It is.
We've already played Tottenham twice, haven't we?
Yeah. We've got the 6 points of Tottenham. We're not.
Guess who else got hurt again today?
Thank you, Spurs.
Who?
DCL again. A hammy this time only.
Who did?
Calvert Lewin, Everton.
Oh, did he?
That guy is a band-aid. Holy.
That's
feels
probably
so
all right, though. I thought we might go for him in the January, because he's free next.
I always said that's a kind of striker. If he was healthy, Arteta would make him real good.
No, he wouldn't.
No?
No.
Well, he wouldn't be healthy. That's the thing.
No, even if he was healthy forever, he wouldn't make him very good.
No?
No, he wouldn't.
He's done. He's done.
It's just not that he's done. He's just not very good. Like, I mean, listen,
You see him when he was young on England? Oh.
I haven't seen the 2 games he played where he was really good 4 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's like when everyone went on and on about Ivan Toney, and I was just like, can you all just take a bit of a wider look at someone's career than a snapshot of 9 months?
He's
Miss
obviously a bit of a numpty because, we interviewed him more than once.
Who? Calvert-Lewin.
And
Oh yes.
Arteta.
Oh yeah. But
Tony's obviously not a very smart guy, I think.
I have chosen to believe the narrative that Arteta spoke to him and thought, "What a tool! I don't want to be."
Yeah, that's basically what happened.
I believe
guys
that,
Oba.
Oh well, have you seen Oba's interview with the Athletic yet?
Oh, he always trashes us at Arteta, making fun.
No, he didn't.
I know he has before. I'm saying I didn't see this latest.
It is a brilliant interview. I suggest. It really turned me around on him because I had a little bit of a problem with him when he left because
he's like a teenager, man.
Who? Aubameyang.
Like you're a 30-year-old professional footballer.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You act like a teenager, like you're an idiot.
Yes, but that's because he's a multimillionaire footballer. Like they're not
From
famous
Africa.
for acting mature, are they?
Yeah.
So Jonathan David,
Pretty good.
I would definitely. I've said it before on the show. We agree, don't we? All of us. Jonathan David at Lille put the £20 million in someone's.
He didn't
pocket.
play today and they lost. Jeez. and then
Who cares? Do Lille fans care if they win or lose? I mean, does it matter? Like, what is the point of being a Lille
He's
fan?
literally one guy in his goals has made Lille like so
Relevant.
much money, like Champions League.
They'll make
twice.
the Champions League anyway.
Twice,
Even if he goes now, I think they're going to be able to hold on for Champions League.
Well, yeah, that's the reason we can't buy it. Like Girona, some of their players might get sold because they're out of the Champions League.
Well, Man City might be selling them. Dominic Calvert-Lewin has more dresses than starts for Everton. He was not in the Lille squad today. I'm just dreaming. You are a little bit, but I hope you're right. David is a bit met. No, he's not. Sam, I disagree. I'd have that. Get on here and have a debate. Get have a heated.
I was
debate.
dying. I think you were too, Dan. When we could have got Gakpo and Liverpool got him, I was like, I want this guy so bad. He's such a clinical player. And all this Arsenal fan base were like, no, he's not the one. And he didn't even cost that much, Dan.
The one that I wanted Gakpo. The one that really got me, and we weren't even looking at him, was Gravenberch. He's the one that I thought he like.
Liverpool fans are
loving player of the year at Ajax puts you in very esteemed company.
Oh, and a lot of them were mad when he first got signed because Klopp wasn't playing him. And now he plays every minute, like
every second of every game. Yeah,
he's an absolute motor machine. Can run and run and run.
Yeah. What's this? Welcome back, Stephen. What have I done now? Tar. Hi, Stephen. Is it on video or just a transcript done? No. It's on Spotify, and the Aubameyang interview. And I guess it's probably a video somewhere. Check The Athletic. I don't watch them on YouTube, but I listen to them all the time on Spotify. David Ornstein is brilliant at interviewing Oba. He gives him an absolutely fair chance to just say, and he comes across so well. I can only recommend it highly. It is absolutely brilliant. 16 thumbs up.
It would be a first. He's like a teenager.
I think he was very circumspect. It was funny hearing him talk about Chelsea, what a shit show Chelsea was, how loved he was by the Barcelona fans, what a great moment that was for him, what had actually happened. I think my experience of managing, I've had felt like a similar situation in microcosm where you have a star in your team, you want them to be something they're not, you try and promote them to give them responsibility.
It's just not a captain, but yeah, we paid him all that money. Arteta's like, okay, you're a captain. We got a lot of young guys.
He says he didn't want to sign the contract extension, but in the end,
and Arteta was right. Like, how good a role model is that for the young nucleus we had at
the
time?
Point is, Aubameyang had decided that he wanted to move on. He changed his mind, and then COVID happened, and he had a season scoring 15 goals that everyone complained wasn't good enough. And he was like, there are a lot of us that weren't getting loads of goals at the time. I was doing okay. I didn't think I had that bad a season. And then he had the problems of responsibility that he didn't really want.
Well, what about that time we let him go, Dan? What did he say about that when Arteta let him go and said, okay, you got to be back on this day?
It wasn't like that. Game. Well, his explanation
he said he was going to see his mom. He was partying in like Saudi Arabia.
No, he wasn't. No, that's not true.
There were pictures then.
Moss, what happened was it was after
and then he got COVID.
Hang on, Moss. When it was after, no, he didn't. Wasn't that? So his explanation of it, I can only give you his explanation. I wasn't there. After the Everton game, Arteta told them they could go, they could fly. He asked if he could fly. Arteta wanted him back the night before to do a COVID test. He thought it would be okay to arrive on the day and do the COVID test. So he flew back the next day. But the reason he was in France was because his mum had a stroke and he was flying back with her to England. So he wasn't partying or anything.
Oh, no, yeah, it was a different time, Dan. You're right. He was supposed to play with his national team and then he couldn't. And he went to Saudi Arabia or UAE and partied. There were videos and then he was late coming back.
You know what? All I'm saying, what I got from that interview and Arteta's management was, I think there will come a time where you realise some players are different. Aubameyang Arteta didn't feel Aubameyang deserved it, but I think if Cantona had pulled the same trick, Ferguson would have looked the other way. Sometimes in a team, you have. Well, I don't think he should ever have been captain, and I think that comes through loud
that
and
was
clear.
the problem. That was the problem. He could,
and he was captain, and he shouldn't have been. And it was bizarre to me because you remember it was all that who should be captain nonsense. I thought it should be Tierney.
well, and I'm
Tierney-
sure Arteta wanted him to be a role model because all those young guys were looking up to him, and it's like some guys just aren't role models, you know.
But yeah, I think there's role model and there's role model. I think there's captain and there's not captain. He just wasn't a captain. And I think that, well, listen, for me, I'd love to hear what you think. It's on Spotify.
Yeah, I want to listen to that because I have a bad view of him.
Me too. And I was gonna do. I was another debate I wanted to have. Zanzi, I'd love to know what you think on this. Players who should be heroes but aren't. So of course you've got people like Alexis Sanchez and Robin van Persie. Players
Sanchez
like
is a hero to a lot of Chilenos, I know.
I'm talking about Arsenal fans though. So like I'm saying, like to Arsenal fans, it's funny to me how Sol Campbell is a hero, but we don't really talk about him or think about him.
Ozil's one that splits people.
Well, Fabregas splits people. He's never the hero he should have been. Zanzi,
Well, yeah, we were having that debate a bit earlier, Dan. Like, should Wenger didn't bring him back, and I thought he was kind of right because Fabregas was like Jesus, like, you know, you're starting since you're 15, 16 years old, and it's like a lot of tread on those tires. I didn't think he was very good for Chelsea. Did you, Fabregas?
Yeah,
he's just like okay. He wasn't that great, like with us.
He helped them win things. That's what you want, isn't it?
Well, he had a pretty good squad. Fucking blood money.
Zanzi?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of someone that you haven't already mentioned.
Guendouzi. I wanted that guy the hell out. Fucking nutter.
I'm not really talking about the ones we all were glad to see the back of. I'm talking about the ones that we probably left kind of in good esteem. I'll tell you what, here's another one. Ramsey.
Yeah, you said heroes. Yeah, Ramsey's a hero. Big goals and big games.
Is he though?
Yeah.
Big games.
He would pop up at the opportune time and get those odd goals, didn't he? Like he did the FA Cup.
I think he was great in the FA Cup. I mean,
yeah.
I didn't normally buy players on my jerseys. Twice I did it. Van Persie, the double blue, and then he went to Man U. Never wore it. I wore this a lot, though, Ramsey. And then after I bought it, he changed to number 8 then.
Never owned a shirt with a name on it. Never owned it. I haven't owned a shirt in years. The last one I had that I wore a lot was the 71.
My favorite number.
71 FA Cup kit.
You get to a certain age and you think, nah, I just don't have the figure for a shirt anymore.
Not even
It's
the
my
figure.
number. I couldn't play without it ever.
16, sweet 16.
Some guy had it on the university team. I said, yeah, give it up.
What's this sussy ball? They all talk about Sucky Ball Street as it's affectionately known by Glaswegians. What is this? What are you talking about?
Sashi Ball. Sashi Hall.
Sucky Ball. I grew up just behind Sucky Ball. I imagine you as an urchin, Rosie. Were you selling matches or some such? It's Sol Campbell for me. I don't know what it is about him. Although I will rescind my view.
Oh, I gotta go. Hockey.
I have changed my view on Sol Campbell since that advert. Have you seen the advert, Zanzi?
Sol Campbell advert?
Yeah, have you not seen the latest Sol Campbell advert?
No, the only one I've seen latest is the one with big tall fella and the striker Teddy Sheringham and
Teddy Sheringham. You're going back a bit, aren't you?
the robot dance.
Peter Crouch.
Yeah.
Hang on. I'm going to show you the Sol Campbell advert because this actually got a laugh out of me. Talk about, the salt in the wound. I mean, it's been 20 years, isn't it? So, or more than 20 years, maybe do a little bit of a... Have you really not seen this? This was out, I saw this last week. It's for the... Hang on, where are we? Oh, mate, where is it? Talk amongst yourselves. It's gone quiet, isn't it?
Trouble is, I hardly watch TV anymore because it's all loaded.
Oh, I didn't see it on. No one watches TV. I love it when people say that. No one watches TV. It's the, it's on the YouTube. I know you watch that.
Yeah, but when the YouTube video comes on, if you just click refresh, it'll disappear. So you can get straight into the video.
Hang on. This isn't. No, this was an advert I watched. I destination watched this. Here, let me show you it.
All right.
Because I'd heard so many people talking about it. Obviously, I don't buy anything, so advertisers have completely given up on me. Hang on. There we go. Switch Like Soul, it's called. See if you can. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. Okay, cool.
It's that time of year again. A time when people start to wonder if the grass might be greener. Whether they should switch sides and change allegiances. Take it from me. Quick moves. Pay off. Sure, people will have opinions. But who cares what people think? Of course you can stay with them for another year, but is anything really going to change? Doesn't look like it to me. So if you're thinking about transferring this January, I say go for it. It's not like you're doing anything outrageous. You're just switching to something much, much better. The Google Pixel. Gemini, what were we just talking about?
We were talking about separating delicate whites from strong colours like red in your wash cycle.
Yeah, that was it.
Yep, good
I
one.
love that. No.
Ooh. Where's just the Zanzi Barbarian suddenly appeared from? That wasn't there before.
I think. Yeah, I think it was PGML. They wanted me to put it up there.
Oh, right.
Michael Oliver is coming on in a minute.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he's.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Yes, it's been that kind of day.
I'm pretty sure if Michael Oliver came on, he'd probably book me straight away.
I think, yeah, you'd get a red card, no question about it.
Yeah.
He'd probably have a stern word with me as well. Brilliant advert. Jump over to Moss and press the like button. Do that, people. NHL, did he say he was doing? Or is it hockey now? That may be some cafe. Wow. That may be same cafe. Wow. Don't know what that means. PGML calling Zanzi to the head of the VAR. Oh, mate. You'd be brilliant at VAR, wouldn't you?
There would be some sackings.
Would there?
Yeah.
Who's first on your...
Oliver, straight away.
He's doing
And then,
his
and
best.
then the next person would be whoever was doing VAR today for not realising that Miles Lewis-Skelly did not even put a stud on the
No, he
Wolves
did.
player.
He did.
Oh.
He did get a stud on him.
Maybe one.
No,
But it wasn't like raked down his leg.
It kind of was.
Oh, it wasn't.
I've watched it about 50 times in slow motion.
I know.
You got a better chance of convincing me it's snowing money. Look, I know what I saw. What I do know is that that's a yellow card. You know, he's
Oh, so yellow card then every day, yeah.
yeah, and not a red card. So when he gets the red card out, and you're thinking, well, thank God for VAR, and then they go, yeah, looks good to me, and you just think, are you all fucking trying to piss me off today? Is this what everyone's job is today? Just to wind me up? Like I'm the somehow. And then I realize there's other Arsenal fans feeling exactly the same. I mean, across the whole internet, it was like Arsenal fans just going, I can't do this anymore. I can't get into this. I can't enjoy it. This is not enjoyable to me. I don't enjoy football anymore. I mean, it's not two teams going at each other. It's, 11 versus 12 most of the time. And then to see Pereira pissed off because they had a man sent off when he'd just seen our guy get sent off, I would have been like, yeah, it makes sense. You're all fucking mental.
Yeah, but it's funny actually because the player who got brought down by MLS, he sort of typical player, yelled, rolled about, and then within 30 seconds he's up running off again. Oh, could be that injured, could you really?
It is one of the most common criticisms, isn't it?
Mm.
The most common criticisms of football is the rolling around, and I understand that. But I also know that if you don't draw attention to the fact you've been fouled, people may miss it. And so I don't anticipate it's going to leave the game anytime soon. Plus, I also know that actually some of these times where you get kicked on an ankle or in a, you twist your leg or something, it can really fucking hurt. I don't mind people rolling around. What I do mind is having my beloved sport interfered with, really brutally interfered with by fucking idiots in a room staring at a screen who've obviously never watched a game of football before. And that has not helped. It has not helped anybody enjoy football more. It's ruining football because the whole point of VAR was that if a ref made a decision in the heat of the moment and it was clearly bollocks, that the men in the room would go, look, mate, I get you just saw that. What you saw, I don't know what you saw. I've watched it slow mode. It's not a red card. Behave yourself. It's not denied a goal scoring opportunity. It's not violent contact. He hasn't chinned him or elbowed him. I mean, when I think back to Bruno Guimaraes, forearm smash to the back of Jorginho's head, and the people in the VAR room were like, well, he hasn't gone in with that much force. And then the ones today going, oh my God, I can't believe he's put his foot out and tripped him up. That's a fucking red card. And it's just like, you're all irritating, and that's fine. I've always known there are irritating people in the world, but you can't stop fucking with the sport. Like, stop fucking with the sport. It's not right. It's not right that they are in that room fucking it up, because we know Michael Oliver's a dickhead. We knew when you said it, like when you saw he was a referee, go, oh yeah, he's a dickhead. We've got a problem with him. Hopefully the players don't do anything silly. But you can't include in that don't do anything silly tackling a player. That's what they're supposed to do. What Miles Lewis-Skelly did is what we've been crying out for, which is a player to break up opposition attacks early in the game, like Granit Xhaka used to do. Miles Lewis-Skelly will not be facing a 3-match ban. That's fucking obvious.
He shouldn't be. Let's put it that way.
I'll put money on it. Like, I love a bet, so it wouldn't be my first bet of the week or the day. But there is not a fucking prayer that he faces any ban at all. That is the most obvious thing I can say about it, is he's not going to be banned at all.
Well, one hope not.
What's this? What are they talking about? Like people's dads being dead? Like, you look away from the chat for 1 minute, Zanzi. I hope you've been. Could be. Can't ask Dad. He's dead. Ouch. They had a very similar cafe called the Melbourne Cafe in Saltcoats. I loved it. A jukebox, old booths, sold fast food. Was like something out of a movie. They sold it about 5 or 6 years ago, and now I just sit in an empty shell of a building, crying into my iron brew. It turned into a soulless coffee shop. They're all soulless. My dad was born in... What are you all talking about? Asking your dads about, anyway. Okay. 19 likes. Bloody hell. Actually, is that good or bad? I can't remember now. How have we been doing? We've been doing better than that. We did get a couple of new subscribers. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. 38. Yes, like the last video, wasn't it?
What, likes?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't see as many likes as everyone else does. I don't know why that is.
But no, I watched... because I watched the stream, and I finished it this morning.
Which one?
So that's live when he did Thursday.
Oh yeah, Thursday.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure at the end of it there are like 38 likes. There's like 500 views or stuff like that. But it could be Rosie just picking a little piece out, clipping it, watching another bit.
In fairness, when you put transfer news on a video, it will attract people to it. which is nice. You know, it's nice we've got new subscribers out of it and everything. But that's why that guy coming in really pissed me off when he said clickbait, because I was like, this is the point where we actually are doing the thing I said we'd do. You can't get pissed with me now. You know, like I've done it before where we end up talking about shoes or football or whatever Rosie wants us to talk about. She's a bully. Blink twice for help. You get more likes than Moss ever does. Ah, I don't think I do I? Surely it would be if a cafe didn't play soul music, it's soulless. All right. I think all coffee shops are soulless. I also want to hear Alan Shearer having a go at the referee.
Another problem with VGA, VAR and PGMOL is the fact that Sky Sports back them.
What do you mean?
Well, they always bring on one of their refs.
Oh,
whoever it
I don't
is.
think that's backing them. That's not backing them.
Well, it is, yeah, because they allow him to talk. But I think the ref was perfectly right for sending him off and stuff like that. And you're thinking, well,
You do get a lot of shit, like ex-referees. What's his name? Dermot Gallagher always going, "Yep, that's a red card." That's I know Michael. He's a lovely guy. I was at his house yesterday. We had a lovely barbecue. He would never do anything that was wrong.
And he's giving me all the money he got from Man City.
Yeah, he's got a lovely house.
Yeah.
We went. He had a barbecue in his pool house. It was brilliant. We're just bitter, aren't we?
And he gave me a couple lines of coke as well, allegedly.
Pounds of coke. I think that's what they get paid in. Again, that costs on OnlyFans, Sam. I see what you've done there. Rosie, are you on OnlyFans? Don't tell Zanzi. He'll work that out one day.
I'm subscribed already.
Oh, shoes. I imagine there's a lot of shoes on that.
Oof, yeah.
Not for me. I have free access. I'm a hacker. Hacking isn't a victimless crime. Vote on Moss Sports World Poll. As always, Dan, going to need to do polls and refresh your tab to see up-to-date likes, Dan. I do see. I mean, I see the same likes everyone else does when I go. I'm on my. Listen, you know what? Click likes. I don't get paid for likes. I get paid by Mikel Arteta to sing from the hymn sheet.
I'm buying an attackers and a striker.
Oh man, I am thinking of offering my services as a striker because we need someone on the bench who isn't a fullback or a goalkeeper.
But you've already said you can't head the ball, so you're going to be another Kai Havertz.
Yeah, that's true.
See, now I will head the ball.
Yeah,
I
but
probably headed it too many times. That's why I am now.
I was just going to say, your problem isn't that you will head the ball; it's that you're not supposed to be anymore.
You know, we're talking about players going down with a little touch and stuff like that.
You were. I'm not. I don't mind it. I think it's just part and parcel.
Yeah, I can remember playing a match a long time ago. Let's put it that way. Before Rosie was probably born, actually. And I'm standing on the outside of the box. We've got a corner, and I'm looking, and they've got this quite a chubby kid who's like where the penalty spot is in front of me. And I'm looking at him, and he's looking at me because I'm thinking, oh, he's going to try and block me. So as the corner's coming in, I start running in, and he sort of comes to block me, and he raises his arm back, and he tries to elbow me. Yeah. So I duck my head. His elbow smacks my head. I go down. He goes down as well, holding his elbow. Ref gives us a penalty. And 5 minutes later, this other kid has to go off the pitch because he can't carry on because his elbow's hurting.
It's like that bottom thing where he's savagely attacking my face, my fists with his face.
Yeah.
Rosie says, whose Wi-Fi are you stealing, Dan? It's been seamless tonight. I'm plugged into an Ethernet cable, I have, and I'm pleased to hear it's been seamless. Has it been bad recently? I thought it'd been all right. Have a good evening, everyone. And you, Mr. Tom.
Oh, dear Mr. T.
Mr. T, ain't getting no playing, fool. See you in a bit, Tom. Oh, we're losing them, Zanzi. Quick, take your trousers off.
I haven't got any on, don't worry.
I knew you were going to say that. Football. Have you watched Match of the Day yet?
No, I watched all the goals though because I watched it on Sky.
Mm.
But I want to watch it.
Are you worried?
too.
Do you know what's funny as well? Look how everyone for a bit there was talking about how Chelsea were in the title running, and then they were talking about, oh, but Forest might be. Is there any reason Forest can't do it? And then you're like, yeah. And now it's just us again, isn't it? I don't think anyone thinks the league's going anywhere but Liverpool, but it's just a two-horse race now, isn't it? Can we say that?
Yeah. Mathematically, no, but yes, it is.
Mathematically, no. Mathematically, every team can still do it, except down to Ipswich, Wolves. No, Tottenham can still win the league. Tottenham, we may never, 24 points from 22 games. There we go. Zanzibar.
Oh, yeah.
Half man, half horse, the top half. Nay, titter ye not.
I'll take that as a compliment. Yeah. Half horse.
Yeah, I
at the
thought you
bottom.
would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
Hung like a man, thinks like a horse.
What did I say, brother? He ought to know that.
That was the Tony Adams, wasn't it? Then they used to. I've almost finished Martin Keown's quite boring book as well. And I'm listening to it on audio, and there's just a couple of chapters of him and Tony Adams, which sounds like in a what sounds like an old changing room, talking about what it was like when they played. Just new way of writing a book, isn't it? Basically, this is a book now.
I'm trying to think who that Arsenal player was, and that he is talking about in the times of Tony Adams and carried like that. He said, "Well, the one thing you don't want to do is sit next to Tony Adams in the changing room because it's swinging."
Or do you?
Yeah.
Who knows? We will reel them in. We will reel them in, Stephen. You star. I don't know though. I have to say it's going to be telling, isn't it? We play Man City just after they found some form.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they've gone out and bought some players. They found some form. They beat Chelsea fairly convincingly. I think Chelsea are in the doldrums at the moment, but still. Man City have climbed to fourth. Am I right?
Yeah.
They're only 6 points behind us.
Technically speaking, at the moment, Newcastle are the most informed team. Because out of the last 6 games, they've only dropped 3.
No, they're not.
I beg to differ on that.
No,
right. Liverpool have dropped 4 points, 2 draws.
Man City are more informed. Man City are more informed over the last 5 games.
Oh, yeah, I'm going by 6 though.
Yeah, but I say 4 games and I'm right and you're wrong. How about
if we do it by 1, then.
Huh?
If we do it by 1 game, that means Everton are one of the most informed teams.
Yeah, they're one of only 7 teams to have won their game. So yeah. And they've scored 1 goal, which is what we've scored. I can't believe Everton beat Brighton. Sean Dyche is back. Hawkwind's here. Good to see you. Hawkwind, I needed a new thing to say when you join Hawkwind. There you go. Everyone gets one. How are you? Thoughts on Michael Oliver? Michael Oliver. He had a good game. Is there anyone out there? Have you found anyone at all yet that thinks that was a red card?
No. It's funny actually. Hawkwind sounds like a 1980s TV action series.
No, Hawkwind's a band, isn't it? I'm not making that up.
It is, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know much of their canon, I must say. but they're a rock band, no doubt. And I'm just Wikipedia'd them, and they look exactly like I thought they would. Are you a devotee of said British? They're from Ladbroke Grove. I lived on Ladbroke Grove. Go on, local band. Yeah, fine, Rosie. Cheers. Chelsea are Tom Tit. They certainly are, sir. Pony and Trap. Hi, Hawks, you sloppy slag. Sam Greenwood. That's the rock thing, isn't it? When you go, rock on. Why that? It's the horns, isn't it? It's the horns of a devil. I can imagine you being into that, Zanzi.
What's that?
Rock and roll, as typified by bands like Hawkwind.
Yeah, I was ELO, my favourite band. They always will be.
I
prefer the Stones over the Beatles.
Yes, I think I knew that, and I think you're right. I think we both have that in common. Definitely, I like the Stones. People always say, "Oh, the Stones were middle class and the Beatles were working class." I don't really care. I just like the Stones' music more.
Yeah.
I just really care what class, and they could be from Eton. I wouldn't really give a shit as long as the music takes you to another place, man.
Oh well, Rosie's pish if she thinks the
Oh,
Stones are pish.
look, everything's pish, isn't it? The only band she likes are the Proclaimers, Silver Machine, space rock. They classed as. It does look like they might have occasionally smoked those Turkish cigarettes that young people are so fond of. Silver Machine. So now we're going long-windedly. Was Lemmy Kilmister? I can never say it properly. Was he in Hawkwind? Did he briefly play in Hawkwind? Lemmy who is an absolute legend. Is that right? Or did he play in a band that became Hawkwind or something like that? Help me to know things. Silver Machine, because Lemmy was definitely in Silver Machine, wasn't he? Was that his song? Sorry, am I getting confused?
They got someone called Dave Brock, Nick Turner, Lemmy, and Simon King.
Yes, it was them then. Oh, let me have a quick. Is that him in the picture? No.
I wouldn't have a clue.
No, Lemmy wasn't in Hawkwind. Oh, that's a shame. I was on 3 albums. Oh, was he? Oh, there you go. How brilliant is that? Oh, well, then I instantly love them. How brilliant. I prefer Blur over Oasis. Who said that? Sam, do you really? I don't really love either of them. I mean, Oasis are all right. I don't really get it.
So look at that Stephen Foot, a 1961 lad, as I am, ELO.
I don't know why you like Yellow so much, but I haven't heard that much. I only know Mr. Blue Sky, and it's all right.
Yeah, that's a good song, but they did better.
Oh, but they must have done, because that's not good enough to have inspired you to love them. Lemmy was on 3 albums. How cool is that? I like this. This is exactly what I would expect someone called Hawkwind to say on YouTube. I hate Oasis and Blur. They shite. Hey, Jose, you're the man of the day. I'm so pleased you're here. Really great to share the live, to see you on the live stream earlier. We've been talking about refereeing. I know. Where did that come from? What have we been up to? But we have reached a consensus, and I wonder if you disagree. No, I know you don't. Michael Oliver should be burnt at the stake. That is the motion. All those in favour say aye.
All right.
You said that with exactly the right solemnity as well. like you weren't joking. You were like, yeah, after giving this careful consideration, yes, I do want the man burnt to death.
I would rather go to the Serengeti, stake him out, and then cover him in blood, and then just sit back and watch the lions appear.
From a tall vantage point,
Yeah,
with a cold drink. Oh, the screams filled the air. Did someone just write dildo? Are you? Our comments have been getting better recently, but this is a I would say something of a low point. Oasis songs were mostly very similar. At least Blur had some variation. I don't listen to either. I'm not really equipped to have a. I definitely have. I've played more Oasis songs on guitar than I ever have Blur songs. Although that one song of theirs, which is woohoo do 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 do, so I don't know what's it called, number something, or that's an all right song. I don't know. What am I supposed to say about Blur anyway? Like Park Life? What are their good songs? I don't know.
Who's the big Man City fan?
That's Oasis. That's Noel and Liam Gallagher.
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't know if it was Blur or Oasis.
Oh, Blur are all like, he's a Mockney, isn't he? Damon Albarn. He comes from Colchester. Sounds like that. You know, right?
Yeah.
Which always puts me off people, Mockney. But fair's fair. I mean, boys who like girls like their boys, who like girls, who dig boys like their girls. Some of the lyrics are incredible, aren't they?
Yeah. So Oasis. Yeah, I would prefer Blur over Oasis then, because Oasis, they sound like it are. You could speak from Manchester. I'll try to get a Manchester accent now.
You're doing terribly then, because that was not.
I can't think of Manchester.
There is a lyric. There are some lyrics in Oasis songs which I think are brilliant. Chained by a mirror to a razor blade, which is quite evocative lyric. I don't really, if there was a gang fight and you had to choose one, I'd probably go Oasis, but probably just drop me out of this one. I think Oasis probably just a little bit. I mean, a little bit more musical. I don't know. More. I don't know. How do you pick between them? I don't listen. If I went through my songs on Spotify that I listen to, I don't listen to either of them. I'm pretty sure I never deliberately listen to an Oasis song. I know I don't listen to a Blur song. The Importance of Being Idle. I don't even know that one. I'm sat on my depth talking about this. But I did like the Prodigy. It was good dancey music after a certain number of intoxicating substances, I suppose. Prodigy scared the shite out of me. Did it? Did they? No. The Prodigy are awesome. There's a certain age group that says that, isn't there? Jez said Oliver was right. Okay. Rosie, I actually did like that tune, namely because it was Noel singing instead of that big-headed twat of his brother.
I'll tell you a group I do like, actually, and it's listening to their music, and I've listened to it loads of times, is the Crash Test Dummies with
yeah.
And if you listen to the lyrics of that, it's quite poignant with me.
It's about a Sex Pest.
No.
Oh, right. Okay, just I got on a limb there. I always liked Firestarter because I always imagined that one day it would be on Radio 2 and it would be, and that was the Prodigy's Firestarter. With, one of those kind of things. Twisted Firestarter, I'm a Firestarter.
Hey, welcome to Radio 2 in the 2050s, and we're going back now to a golden oldie, Firestarter.
Yeah. And we have Alan from the Prodigy with us. Now, Alan, of course, when you were first out, you were somewhat controversial, weren't you? Yes, we were forever getting on it and having it large. BX Gunner is a Firestarter. I was a wee lassie when the Prodigy was about. You're still a wee lassie. I was on Lee Gunner's stream. Oh, God. You are like royalty here, then. May I touch the garment you wore on the occasion? Did he speak to you? Did he deign to speak to you? Did he say to you, bless up and wish you well? Or did you get yourself banned for having a cognitive moment that he couldn't understand? Tell us more, we hang. Don't watch Lee Gunner. Well, That's put a sock in that one, hasn't it? I'm a fire starter, twisted fire starter. The Verve, Bittersweet Symphony. It was not their song, mate. That is a Stone song, and they sued them, which is a bit much, isn't it? Apparently, Mick and Keith weren't making enough money, so like, we want that, we'll have it. Dun, 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 dun. That's all Stones. Love the
I was going to
Stones.
start doing my Mick Jagger impersonation then.
Oh, please do.
I forgot how to do it.
Oh, don't be so stupid.
I don't think he is that camp.
Here's what I do. Do you ever see Stella Street? You must have seen Stella Street.
Sorry. Don't be so stupid. Yeah.
Did you ever see Stella Street where they you please tell me you've seen Stella Street. It was John Sessions and I can't remember the other guy's name. Used to do impressions, but it was this fictional street where all the rich people, all bad, like Mick Jagger and Keith Richards owned the corner shop, and it was like, "Oi, Keith, you've been putting the wrong price on these beans again." He went, "Oh, I don't care about the beans, Mick," and all that. It was just ridiculous. Like Michael Caine was always peeping through the windows. That's just brilliant.
My name is Michael Caine.
Yeah, not a lot of people know that.
You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
Stop chucking those bloody spears at me.
Yeah.
Someone actually, I used to do that every time, and people would go,
Zulu.
"He never actually says that in the film Zulu," and I'm like, "Oh, doesn't he?" Do you think it would have worked?
Yeah.
Surrounded by 4,000 Zulu warriors. Stop chucking. Like, oh no, it's Michael Caine. Shit.
Yeah.
blow the doors off. Bittersweet Symphony is one of Rosie's favourite songs. Reminds me of Cruel Intentions, though. Guy and Firestarter is dead. Yes, he died a couple of years ago, didn't he, Keith? It's really sad. Yeah, he died alone. I think there might have been suicide. I don't. Are you allowed to say suicide? They think he might have unalived himself. Do you hear people say that? And you just think, goodness, well, I wonder what that means.
Can I point out to Mr. Hawkwin that what he said about Rosie's daddy's nutsack is wrong? Because we produce them and then they die. But a girl, when she's born, she has all the eggs through her life.
Join us next week where Zanzi will be explaining biology again.
Yeah. And that was the Reverend Dan.
The Reverend. Oh, yes, please. Yeah, Matt always makes me think of my favorite, one of my favorite Rowan Atkinson sketches where he plays the vicar. And he says, and on one occasion, one of my congregation asked me, "Reverend, what is the church's position on fellatio?" To which I replied, "My dear girl, I'd love to tell you, but I'm afraid I don't know what fellatio is." And so she showed me. And now, whenever I'm asked, what is the church's position on fellatio, I say, "I'd love to tell you, but I don't know what fellatio is." Rowan Atkinson took his own life. That's an acceptable phrase. I don't want to scare anyone. I don't want to give anyone ideas either. I don't want people who might do that to know that it's possible and then do. I just, rest in peace. That's tragic.
Huh?
Sometimes if you say suicide, some young person will go and look it up and go, "Oh wow, I could do that," and then it's my fault.
Oh.
Miss Melina says Tuesday Adams Arms transfer news segment clickbait. This just in, absolutely nothing has happened again. Jesus.
Aren't you supposed to stick your finger in your ear and say that?
Yes, I'm here with Mikel Arteta in the Adams Arms. He's just ordered a baby sham. Luca has been asked to leave now 3 times. I have asked Mikel whether he would like to see a striker come in, and he has said yes. The club is working very hard to bring in a striker, a very good striker, but that it may not be possible. In short, the news is that there is quite literally no news. Back to you, Zanzi, in the studio.
Good evening.
Good evening. Also, stop the presses before I forget again.
Oh,
I've actually, like if we're going to, people ask me, Dan, and I say yes. And then they ask the question, and they say, and the question they ask is the one I'm about to tell you, which is, where is the Adams Arms? Where is the physical building of the Adams Arms? And I tell them, and I've got to share this. This is just too funny. I found this. This is an actual place, by the way. This is where the Adams Arms is. Talk amongst yourselves while I sort this out. It could take a moment.
the Adams Arms is everywhere because it's in the cloud.
God, you're such a hippie. No, it's not. It's in this one town I'm about to show you.
Oh, man. Oh,
It's
not
like
too much
everywhere.
jacket now.
Is there?
Yeah, I'm not that.
Behave. You guys, here's what I do him. I've given him a tiny little bit more camp. I've brought out the camp in him. He's basically, when I do him, he's basically a carry-on character, isn't he?
Yeah. Carry on camping.
Yeah, exactly. Right, here we go. I'm going to. This is too much fun. I'm having too much fun, said Dan to himself. There we go. 1 second, please. Yeah. So where is? People say to me, Dan, and I say yes, and they say, where is the Adams Arms? And I say it's in.
Funtuck.
It's actually pronounced Funtuck. It's a
Funtuck.
real place. That is a real place. I shit you not.
Do you ever used to watch
Come on.
not
Just
Top
me.
Gear, the other one? Oh, brain's gone dead. With the ex Top Gear lads in it.
Oh no. Why would I watch that? Don't be ridiculous.
Ah,
I don't like any of them.
you don't? All
I
right.
don't like any of them. The older, what's the one who does puzzles and with the long hair and the corduroy and
James May.
yeah, that's the one. He's all right. I could live with him. Hey, Ryan's here. You all right, Ryan? Did you just finish watching Match of the Day? Can I just say, if we disagreed on whether Kai Havertz's goal or hand touched the ball such it should have been allowed or disallowed, that was hard to take. Some decisions we've had to deal with this season have been hard to take. What did you make of this fucking red card, though? Please be as angry as I want you to be. I just voted for the Linguini. Ryan, are you well? Says Rosie. Jose says, I still long to enter a UK pound town. Rosie, have you made a lime key pie cheesecake yet? Another fave of mine? Nah, don't get key lime. Sorry. Skyline is great whores. Do his diesel power. The base is that. Don't know what you're on about. Ryan, geez. Evening, Ryan. It's gone mad. Ryan turns up and everyone goes, easy. I think they all think you're going to buy a round, Ryan. You should as well. Zanzi and I haven't poured a pint in over an hour. Yes, Zanzi may have filled a pint glass, but that's in the wigwam.
Yeah. You don't want to drink that.
Well, it depends.
Oh, that's true.
It depends. I've heard it has psychoactive properties, and I've probably drunk worse. I'm making cake that you like tomorrow. The hundreds and thousands. Oh, don't make stuff with hundreds and thousands on. I don't like the way they get on your teeth. I don't like the look of them. I don't like what no, don't do it. I'm off to my Pit People Great show. I'm off to my Pit. Right. Stephen, bloody good. Get some rest. Hope to see you on Tuesday, if not before.
Good night, 1961.
Hawkwind says, Ryan, I've been watching Snatch of the Day on Pornhub. Stephen, take care, mate. Take care. Hawks, I meant the base in diesel power is insane. Okay, that makes more sense. Don't know what diesel power is, though, so it doesn't make that much more sense. Was great to see you. Was indeed. Night, Stephen. It's lovely when people do this. Good night, Stephen. I made banging prawns last night.
Is this just some weird video?
I don't know. I think they're still talking about Snatch of the Day. 7-layer chocolate fudge cake. 7 layers of chocolate fudge. I must say I would work my way through that. I would like to pass out face first into that, I think, and just wake up eating.
You can't beat a Victoria sponge, mate.
Oh, I think you can. I think you know you can. Beat it with an inch of its life. Frisky little fucker. That's what I call them, banging prawns. Your cookbook's going to have some great titles, isn't it? Now for you one that I like to call banging prawns. Get yourself a pound of prawns and a hammer. Smash away at them till the tears have stopped. Are we on food now? Have we started talking about food?
That's right.
Fuckery.
Pointing in the right direction as well.
What kind of fuckery is this? That's all I could think. I was just, what the actual Dickens is he doing?
It's his face when he booked him as well. I sent him off.
Just, you've got to know you fucked up. You've got to know you fucked up there. You know, you just have. You just have. It's just wrong. Where did Ryan go? I thought I was going to get some. He just said hello. Evening, yes. Maybe that was on delay. Maybe he. Do people do that? Do you think they just post something and set that time on that? Come back, Ryan. I wanted to talk to you. No, Rosie.
No.
I wish just had rice, barbecue ribs, and potato salad. Mate, that sounds absolutely fucking immense. I'd have that. I would eat that. That is an immense. It needs rice with it, though, doesn't it? Does it need rice? I think it needs rice. Sam is off. We are Sam Greenwood down. Zanzi, we're going to need you to make up the shortfall. Increase.
It depends what ribs they are. I mean, if it's pig ribs, then you need something with it. If it's cow ribs, I mean, they're about a foot long, aren't they?
Yeah, short ribs, though. You can have just the short bits. Oh, tell you what. Barbecue. Is that a drooling face? Is that hang on, what's it? Good night, Sam. And then it says barbecued. Is that a drooling face? Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
That better not be a throwing up face. Good night indeed, Sam. Prawns with pepper, salt, garlic, ginger, and egg white. Then into cornflour, salt, pepper, and fried. The sauce has chili, mayo, and sriracha. I think
What's
that's
sriracha?
It's that kind. It's like a chili paste, isn't it? It's like God, where's it from? Is it? It is a. Oh, I've definitely never cooked with that. I don't think I've ever had it.
Sounds Malaysian to me.
It comes from Thai. It's Thai. Nam Frick. Oh, maybe I have had it. Yeah, no, I've seen it in bottle. Yes, I have had that. Sorry, I just didn't know what it was called. Like it. I like anything Thai. Do your own jokes. He referees Man City friendlies during pre-season. He tried to help next week, but it's backfired if we win the appeal. What do you mean if? That's not even going to be an appeal. That's not. We're just going to go. Yeah, we're going to play him anyway. Yeah, just
yeah.
We'll just overlook this now because we've got the 3 points. But if we see Michael Oliver anywhere near the Emirates, it's duck season, rabbit season, Michael Oliver season.
Oh, I wonder if Oliver was on the phone to Pep, and Pep was saying, "Look, this Miles Lewis Skelly, he looks really good. Any chance that he can't play for us next week?
Yeah.
Red card, yeah, that'd be good. What for? A soft trip in the
that isn't the player. Miles Lewis Skelly at least plays in a position we've got 5 fucking alternates in. If you really want to do us in, wouldn't you just book Kai Havertz? Maybe
Yeah,
not.
I know. I'd leave
Just
Kai
as I said.
Havertz on and just carry on with his headers.
I know, right? Who's our most important? Declan Rice, I would say. Declan Rice. Who was your man of the match today then?
I think probably Rice. Because he was up and down the pitch all day, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's got the energy, and he's got the.
Oh, what's wrong with Trossard? Why can't he take a bloody corner?
What was that with when Yeri took the free kick as well? Why is he?
Oh,
taking
yeah, into the wall. Yeah.
Why is he taking free kicks at all, though?
I don't
Surely
know.
Trossard's been taking corners, free kicks more than. I don't understand. Some of the things we do, I think we overthink it a little bit. I thought
But Trossard's
Partey had a good game in midfield. We
Who?
should play him there more often.
Party played well, yeah.
I think we should try him in midfield a lot. I think he was my favourite player of the day.
Party.
Yeah, I think so.
I think he'd make an excellent defensive midfielder.
I do. I see that in him. I think we repurpose him from right back to defensive midfield.
And I put Tim back right back.
I thought he had a solid game there because he was centre back, wasn't he? So,
Yeah.
Thursday night, Sam Greenwood flags in the arse. Thursday night, Sriracha is a Thai hot sauce, Zanzi.
But it's good that we got this new winger called Tierney because he's
Tierney.
Yeah.
Tierney. Do you notice that no one can say Tierney? They all say Tierney.
Oh.
It's the phonetic nonsense. It's like Tierney. It's like it's how many, tiers of a wedding cake. No one ever goes to tiers of a wedding cake, do they? It's just as soon as it becomes a name, they go Tierney. No, it's just Tierney. Tierney.
You know when you watched the game,
Yes.
was it a woman commentator?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the bloke with her was an ex-Wolves fan. Ex-Wolves player.
I only know it was a woman. I listened with the sound off.
All right.
Because I was on Moss's stream and I was listening to him and I was already for the first time, I was a little bit ahead. Never happens.
Got me.
I know. I was a bit ahead of everyone. So when we scored, I didn't know whether I should put yay or right. When you write in the comments, I didn't know if I should say anything because I didn't want to spoiler it. But then I was like, and at full time, I didn't want to put we've done it. But they were like about 35 seconds behind me. So it was like, it's so much better here in the future. Come and join me.
Yeah, but the Wolves person who is in the commentary box as
Steve
well.
Bull, the only one I know.
Huh?
I only
Steve
know
Bull?
one. Yeah,
No. Yeah, it wasn't him. But he was saying about the Miles Lewis Kelly. Oh yeah, he said, well, he went in all studs, didn't he? So he had to go.
Yeah, he had to go. Yeah. Happens all. Don't you remember? Like every week, someone's sent off just outside their own area for tripping someone up like that.
Yep.
Thank you, Rosie. I knew I could count on you for this. It is Tierney, but not Tierney. Not Tiernej. Moss welcomes comments and updates, Dan. I'm usually about a minute at least in front of him. You were like, it was brilliant because you were like a second before me on most of the other games. So no, I did post the other games and other goals and things, but when it came to the Arsenal, I was nervy, wasn't it? It was the last minutes of that were just like, why couldn't we get a second? I had 17-1. I put money on Arsenal winning 2-0 when it was 0-0 and we were down to 10 men. And I got 17-1. So Kai Havertz effectively cost me a little bit of money today, but I can live with that. Good to see Saliba back.
I was surprised he was back actually.
A lot of sites that aggregate the statistics have made our man of the match David Raya, which I think is not a bad shout, to be fair.
Yeah. I mean, he made that one brilliant save, didn't he?
Yeah. Double off for Cunha, that one.
No, it's in the
The dive down to the left, or
second half when the bloke got when who was their keeper? Saar? No, it wasn't Saar, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, when he just hoofed the ball up onto our to our right hand side, and their player ran onto it. That was in the second half on it,
Yeah.
but it's still 0-0.
I think he's definitely. I don't miss Ramsdale, and Ramsdale is definitely getting relegated, which will be his third relegation. That's a bit much, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
So
I think Ramsdale should have gone to Tottenham.
Really? Why not? It's one of those ones at the moment, isn't it? Tottenham. I like this. I've done this little video for Tottenham fans. This is my interpretation of what a modern Tottenham fan is like at the moment.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
That looked like Doctor Who.
Yeah, it does a bit, doesn't it? It's an AI generated.
David Tennant.
That's it. That's who it looks like.
Yeah.
So I'll have another look at it. See what you think.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
That's why we're still here. I was updating all the scores, but I was mainly focused on the SPL scores as Hibs were playing. I know there was a lot of interest in the Scottish football, and I didn't know if I was missing something. Is that ironic?
It's ironic that there's a lot of interest in Scotland.
Well, I didn't think there was. Although I did watch a YouTube about Bannockburn yesterday, which is something I didn't know much about. Moss is a Hibs fan, but why?
What I don't understand about Scottish football is
why do they bother? Why do they bother?
I hear, but how come Celtic aren't playing at all this weekend?
They just had enough. Maybe they're just fed up.
Or they probably think, oh, we're so far ahead, we don't need to play, do we, really?
Well, you should be allowed to just go, we won't play the last 5 games of the season.
Yeah.
We don't need to. Why would we bother? Do we have to play? They have to play them anyway, don't they? They're 13 points ahead. And
yeah.
Is it, how many games? And I'm not trying to be funny now. So ironically, the only time I am actually funny.
38.
Is that how many games they play?
Yeah.
Oh, does that make any fucking sense to anybody?
Because they play everyone 3 times, and then the league splits into 2, and then they play all those other teams another once.
So 5. Hang on.
Oh, Gesundheit.
Scottish football makes me sneeze, apparently.
Yeah.
And that's it.
You have an allergy to it.
Yeah, This just makes no sense. 12 teams in their Premiership. Why do you call it a Premiership as well?
Yeah, I mean, saying Premier seems like it's good.
Yeah, would make you think it was some sort of,
Yeah.
But didn't used to be, did it? It used to be the Scottish First Division, didn't it?
Yeah.
So when did they go, well, you're not the only ones to have a Premier League. We'll have a Premiership. Fuck off.
I'm not for the Scottish Football League, the OK League, Celtic.
But help me out. After the Scottish Premiership, does it go down to the Scottish? What's the next tier called?
That's the Championship.
Right, so they've just copied England.
Yeah.
You can't just do that. That's not on, is it? Rosie, get on here and explain yourselves. This doesn't make any sense. Just copying our thing.
This is what I can't understand, though. Is I can't see anywhere where it actually says P for postponed. It doesn't. Celtic just doesn't appear.
Also, they've played as many games as Rangers and Dundee.
They've played one less now. Because
the Highland Division comes after the SPL. Highland, Lowland. Parkhead is 2 minutes from my house. Oh, that must be good. You get football burgers when they're playing. I used to like that when I lived by Charlton. They don't know when it'll be fixed. Only happened yesterday. What, is it actually properly damaged? Is it? Isn't it a football pitch? I mean, what's come up? The goalpost. Has Scottish fans been on the goalposts again? It is. They weren't going to play Dundee, and that's been suspended. Apparently the burger van blew over, and no one wanted to play. They're like, there's no point. I don't want to play. Peace. I'll just bring my own peace. Chips.
There were battered Mars bars all over the place.
Swimming in Iron Brew it was. Aston Villa plays Celtic on the 29th. We better have the stadium. Oh, no, that's a Villa Park.
yeah, also Villa Park's going to get trashing, isn't it?
How disgusting were those Dynamo fans, by the way? Don't need that in your life, do you? Just throwing their... People said to me it wasn't glass. I was like, yeah, no, of course it wasn't fucking glass. That would have been...
But they're recyclable glasses, well, thingy, so they should have put them in the recycling.
Yes,
not
absolutely.
on the pitch.
The damage to the environment is all I care about.
Absolutely disgraceful.
That's all I care about. The wee kiddies. What kind of a world are we living in? Or I would be thinking that if young people weren't so fucking irritating.
Young people weren't so what?
Irritating.
Oh, God, young kids are, yeah.
Yeah, do you know, I'd care a lot more about the world we're leaving young people if young people weren't so fucking irritating. Arsenal confident they'll agree dazzling double deal after landmark moment. Should we do a bit of transfer gossip?
Oh, go on then.
I mean, this is a big breaking story. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Don't think you are.
Oh, I'm sat down.
Well, that's one thing. This is a
On the chair.
This is a news story because Arsenal confident they'll agree dazzling double deal after landmark moment. And it's basically Ethan Nwaneri and Miles Lewis-Skelly probably going to sign contracts. I just kind of assume that. It's not good news, is it? Good news! Your house isn't flooded. Well, I didn't think it was. Yeah, that's what I mean. Good news. You've got the SPFL, which is the Scottish Premier Football League. Then you've got the Championship. Then you've got League One and League Two. How original of you! That's exactly... you nicked that off us. We went Premier League, Championship. Right? In England, it used to be First Division, Second Division, Third Division, Fourth Division, like it was in Scotland. Then we changed, and as much as you hate us, you're like, we want that as well.
Yeah.
That's bad, isn't it? Scotland is basically like England's younger brother.
You know what they should do in Scotland? They should change it. So the first league, the top league should be the OK League. Then it's the Meh League. And then it's the pretty shite league. And then the fucking awful league.
And then it's
the Highland
League.
Yeah.
And then it's there's Naught But Cows round here league.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there's the Islands League. Everyone in our town is in our club league.
Yeah.
Sometimes twice.
Oh, well, who's it? It's the Silly Owls, isn't it? Where there's two teams and they've got their own league.
Shouldn't laugh, but it is funny. No, but come on, that is ridiculous. You can't bitch about the English and then nick all our good ideas. You've got the SPL Championship. I mean, actually, do you know what? I'm going to do this now. I don't know anybody. I don't know who's in the Scottish Championship. Let's have a look.
It's good to have a weird name to it, regardless of whoever it is.
How do you find it? So, where do you look? Scottish
Championship. There's Adrionians, Dunfermline Athletic, Ayr United.
I would recognise some of them from that old Saturday afternoon Hearts of Midlothian 1.
Yep.
That kind of thing. That's the only word know it, isn't it?
What was that thing?
You
know the bloke who used to do the football commentary on BBC years ago? He's saying that the most difficult result he ever did was 4-5 East 5-4.
Yeah. Here we go. I have heard of some of these actually. So there. Falkirk, Ayr, Livingston, Partick Thistle, Queen's Park, Greenock Morton, Wraith Rovers, Hamilton, Dunfermline, Airdrieonians. Brilliant. Why though? What's the point? And then what's the other one? Then it goes down to League One. Then right, so League One is. See if I recognise any of these teams. Oh, this isn't coming. Oh, there we go. Oh my god. Oh, I do. Stenhouse Muir, Cove Rangers. Rosie, your team. Annan.
And don't forget Kelty Hearts as well.
Who?
Kelty
Kenny
Hearts.
Thistle. Oh, Kelty Hearts. Yeah, that's. How long have they been going? Alloa, I know them. QOS, I'm guessing, is Queen of South, isn't it? Is that right? Yeah. Arbroath. Isn't that where they do that Arbroath Slinky?
Almost stinky.
Well, I don't know. But it sounds like that. Scotland's got great produce, no question about that. I think you need a new sport, don't you? Something that's your own, something you're good at. You can have curling.
And then if you drop down to League Two,
just done it. East Fife, Peterhead, Elgin City. That sounds like something out of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Stirling, the Spartans.
Yeah.
That name would be a lot more imposing if you weren't sixth in the lowest division of professional football. None shall pass. Some shall pass. Most of you will pass. But oh, fuck off, Clyde. Arbroath Smokies. That's it. That's it. That's a smoked fish, is it? Is that a great? Listen, I think Scottish food is fantastic. I mean, obviously, you know, with exceptions. I don't like haggis, but it's been a really interesting meander through Scottish football. I have no idea how many people visit Spartans matches. Let's have a look, shall we? See who they've recently played. Well, they recently played a team called Edinburgh.
No. They played Peterhead today, and they're 398 people.
Oh, you did. You're right. Peterhead.
Yeah. Now I thought Peterhead was something totally different, but there again,
I think there's something that you'll never get Kai Havertz to do. How do you know how many people turned up? Where did he tell you that? How do you know how many people turned up? What was the average attendance?
I counted them both.
Oh, capacity is 3,534. Oh, we've never had capacity. Oh my god, they've got like 5 professional footballers.
Really?
Oh my god, this looks fantastic. This is a mugshot. This isn't Liam Morgan, my dear boy. Look like an angry gentleman, 18 years old. Never been off the bench.
Do you know there's 642 at the Stirling Albion versus Bonnyrigg Roars?
That's incredible, isn't it? Am I being super naive here? Where are the Spartans FC from? Where are they from, Rosie? Yeah, Arbroath Smokies. What kind of fish is it? I'm sure I've had it. Spartans women are decent.
Aren't Smokies
Arbroath Smokies.
Aren't they kippers?
Probably something like that, yeah. I'm going to look it up. Arbroath Smokies. There we go. Smoked haddock. Yeah, I bet that's delicious.
Oh,
I mean, I have had that. I've definitely had that. Like I said, Scottish food all day long. Spartans are from Edinburgh. Do you just have 2 cities and that's it? There must be other bits of Scotland.
Oh, no, there's Aberdeen and there's Elgin City, of course.
Elgin City is where?
God knows.
Is that if you open up the back of a cupboard or something? You go through to the Elgin City.
Yeah.
We are the
wardrobe.
Girls and boys. We've descended. Zanzi, it's nearly 1 o'clock, you know. Shall we call it? I'm going to go and watch match of the day.
I'm going to go and have a laugh and see how well we didn't do.
Yeah, I'm going to. My gran liked smoked fish. Your gran.
Did you know something?
Yes?
Haddock or cod. I always go for haddock.
You know, that's it's a Birmingham thing, that is. Everyone north of Birmingham has haddock and everyone south has cod.
Yeah.
Don't ask. Like you go up to Newcastle, they never have cod. It's always had it.
Yeah.
I'm
had
not a
its
Dan
more
fan.
flavour.
Fan Dan. I'm not a Dan fan. I'm not a Dan fan. Fan Dan. Fandango. I had a Bassa fillets last week. I'm not a fan, Dan. Oh, I see. I was like, that's needlessly personal. I'm not a fan. I like smoked fish. I really, really like smoked food generally. It's very bad for you. Bassa. Is that the one that's basically gurnard, but they call it something else? I know very night, Hawkwind. Great to see you, by the way. Hopefully see you on Tuesday, just before we travel to Hirona. We go to Hirona.
I went to the Scilly Isles many moons ago and went to a restaurant there, and the lady was from California, and she did the goujons of mullet as a starter, and they were absolutely gorgeous.
I thought you were going to go another way there. I thought you were going to say they were horrible.
Oh God, no! It was absolutely gorgeous.
You can't go wrong with a goujon, can you?
Hmm?
You can't go wrong with a goujon.
No, but she also did this. It's rather expensive, but she also did this fish stew. And I was looking at it thinking that looks really, really nice. But then I was saying to her, look, that looks really nice, but you know, it's fish. It's going to have bones in it. And she said, look, if you find a bone in it, you can have it for free. So I said, okay then. And this bowl came out, and I looked at it, and I thought, my God, there's hardly anything in the bowl. I'll tell you what, I was 3/4 of the way through it, and I was thinking,
lemon.
Yeah. But I literally 3/4 of the way through it, and I think I'm getting full now. It's amazing that.
Yeah.
And the worst thing about it, not a single bloody bone in it.
I don't mind. I'm not so phobic about bones. But bouillabaisse, a good gumbo, I do like fish, but obviously I grew up not eating any fish at all. We just don't eat fish in Austria unless it's trout because we don't have it. You know, we have lakes and we have rivers, but we don't have any. We have just fresh water. So when you come to England, it was like fish and chips, loved it. But like my Scottish Irish family never ate different types of fish. We just ate cod. And so it's not until I actually traveled a bit and I started having all these exotic fishes, snapper and grouper and dolphin and God knows what. I like it. I like it all. Tuna.
Oh, yeah, but you know dolphin's not a fish, don't you? The dolphin fish.
No, dolphin is a fish. The dolphin
yeah,
mammal.
It's a dorado. That's its proper name.
Oh, is that right? Yeah. It's in Florida, they always list it as dolphin, and you always get wherever I'm eating it, there's always somebody at an opposite table going, "Oh my God, they've got dolphin on the menu." It's like, yeah, they have. It's massive, big. I don't actually. Is it Dorado? I don't know.
Yeah, if you
catfish, I've. Actually, I don't really like catfish, if I'm honest. But there aren't many fish I don't like. I love lobster. Oh my God, love lobster. Miss Melina, if you want a great place to eat when you're in London and you don't mind spending a bit more than you would on a kebab, there is a restaurant just by Leicester Square called Jay Sheiky's, which is phenomenal. I go there on very special occasions. Love it. Bassa is a fish that lives in dirty waters in Vietnam. There aren't that many clean waters in Vietnam, so it'd be hard pushed to find. Catfish family. Okay, cool. Rangers game tomorrow. Sorry, go on.
What you don't want to do is if ever you're served a chub, which is a freshwater fish in the UK, be very careful of that because they have what they call intercostal bones between each layer of meat.
Oh, really?
And they're like a Y-shaped bone.
Oh, yeah.
But each end of the Y shape is like a needle.
Oh. Why have I never heard of this? The Squaleus cephalus.
What?
That's the Latin name for chub. Did you not know that? Have I taught you something?
I probably knew that 40 years ago.
Oh, right. Probably didn't do you any good then or now, but yeah, I've never heard of it, chub. I have a friend who's always threatening to take me fishing, and I'd really like it, I think. not
Fresh
really
water or sea.
sea.
Yeah.
Off the coast. Yeah, they go off the coast.
Yeah.
He's really good, apparently. But it's one of those things we've been saying we're going to do it for about 2 years. We're going to take the boys, and it hasn't happened yet. But I would definitely. They get some incredible. What was he talking about? He gets the seasonal different types of fish he was talking about that they catch here. And I was like, I don't bet that. Sole, they get all of them. Lives
Sole,
in dirty
blades.
water. You know what makes me laugh though? Prawns. People love a prawn, but they basically live off sewage.
They're scavengers.
Yeah, I mean, you would never eat one if it wasn't in the water, would you? I like king prawns and battered fish. That's about it. Yeah, but then I think that's how I felt. But then when you try different fish, there aren't. It's not like meat where you can have a very powerful taste. Fish always taste basically fishy, don't they? I mean, it's never really. What's the most? I mean, if you can eat, it's the fishiest fish. Like salmon's something probably the fishiest fish. Isn't it? Sam used to be a chub.
I think halibut
He's laughing at his own joke there. That's brilliant.
Halibut is quite a chubby, fishy fish, isn't it?
I like halibut a lot.
Yeah.
I like halibut a lot. What's the one? My favourite fish is turbot. Oh, God, I love turbot. Monkfish, turbot. Salmon makes me feel ill. Yeah, I get that. I do.
Monkfish, I think, is great texture.
It's like
Not
meat.
much flavour.
Oh, I totally get that. Yeah, no, you're right. It isn't fishy. It is meaty.
Yeah.
You're right. It is basically a. I get that, but I love it. It's basically like a lobster tail. You know, it's got the same kind of. If you drench it in garlic butter, it's just fantastic. Or even a thermidor sauce. Love it. It was all the rage in the noughties, wasn't it? Late 90s and noughties. Monkfish, wrapped in parmesan. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, I was lucky because where we lived in London, they'd come down from the northeast in vans. They'd catch the fish and then they'd come and sell it to you. They'd knock on the door and do you want fish lake? And it was like, all right, then, what you got? Wasn't cheap, but bacalao is saltfish. It's just a way of preparing cod. Bacalao. I like it as well. It's common in Italians have same thing. Bacala. Yeah, but like the Portuguese are good with fish, definitely. I had a Portuguese girlfriend who used to make that potato, rice, fish combo. I once caught a fish and it had a hypodermic needle in its stomach when I gutted it. Is that true? Did you see they caught that shark recently that had a human body in it? Oh, it was a drug haddock. Oh. Yeah, you got out of Zanzi. Chicken and sweet corn Chinese style soup with prawn crackers for tea. Beautiful. Did you do a video that I love? I love that. Chicken and sweet corn, crab and sweet corn. I will be honest, when I've made crab and sweet corn, I've used tinned crab, and I know it's not really crab, but the crab sticks, which I really like. I know it's not crab. I know it's basically
It's pollock, isn't it? Icelandic pollock.
That's it. Yeah, it's the creatine or whatever it's called. But I do love them. Well, I can't remember what they call them now. But in any case, we have fished. We have caught ourselves a whopper, Michael Oliver, and I am going to say goodnight and go to sleep. Anyone like? That's what they mean. Fish fingers. We call them fish fingers. Everyone, Miss Molina. Everyone likes fish sticks. There isn't a human being.
Fish fingers.
I think so. Yeah, that's what they call them.
All right.
Never tried Molina. Yeah, you have. You've had a fish finger. Come on, Rosie. Don't be silly. It's about the only fish I had growing up. They're easy to make.
Rosie's never had crab.
I know. Right?
But she's had crab.
On that note, guys, thank you for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure. Zanzi, thank you for being here. Moss for earlier. Hope you're wonderful. Going well. All of you have made it an absolute pleasure again, and I will see you for business on Tuesday.
Rosie, we love you, really.
Rosie, we're going to get you a lobster. You'd love it.
And the
Tuesday
club.
night. Tuesday night, Adam's Arms. Never miss a Tuesday or Thursday. 10:30 GMT. Oh, when are the clocks going forward?
Oh, March time.
Oh, okay, cool. So it's still okay to say GMT.
Oh, yes.
Until I see you on
Oh,
Tuesday, GMT. Be lucky.
Ta-da.
Lots of love.